I'm late. I cannot, I don't think Nightbot's gonna work, guys. I'm gonna have to contact them. I'm sorry. I just thought it would eventually work, but I don't think it's gonna work for some reason because usually I could see it in the chat doing or in the Nightbot site even when we're not live. I could see it. It's not doing anything. It's saying it's joined. I checked everything it says to do. It's in the moderator list. It's joined. It just sorry, I'm talking to my mods real quick, guys. We can't get the Nightbot to work. Try it, but I don't know why I don't think it is. Try it real quick because it's not showing up. It's showing it, but it's not showing like the chat and stuff in the Nightbot when I bring it up like it normally does. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. It's not working, I could tell. I have it joined and everything. They won't affect my. So I'm gonna have to try to find somebody to talk to. Sorry guys. You have links, right? For right now. Yeah, I don't know. I just went to their support and I don't, yeah, I'll have to do that another time, guys. But remember when we didn't have it? You guys got spoiled. No, I'm just joking. We never had it for a while. I just got it probably like a year ago. Um, yeah. But anyway, hey guys, what's up, everybody? um, I really don't know what else to do with that though. It's like showing everything is good. I feel like I'm missing something. I just don't know what. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, I keep looking. I'm like, there's got to be something. Is it working? Oh, it is working! Yay! It's working, right? Maybe it did work. I unjoined him and rejoined him again. Maybe that worked. I didn't do Twitter yet though, Soul. It's working, right? Yay! Okay. All right. Now I feel better because I know it helps you guys out, mods. I'll have to add Twitter now. I almost kept like putting it off because it was like it's not even working. All right. Anyway, so why do I feel like I can't hear anything? Like I feel like it's weird. All right, guys. So do you guys remember Hannah Rachel Collins? We've been waiting to get the results back on what the heck happened, right? So I got it. I got the autopsy report and everything back on everything. And there's a few interesting things because so way back when I covered this case, when it first happened, I don't know if you guys remember, I only did a few videos on it because the news came out. Actually, before I get into it, let's watch a couple of news clips. So those of you that aren't familiar with the case, and then I'll go into the story of why there's a couple interesting things to share about this report because something that happened way back when it first happened. But here, let me do a couple news clips so you guys, everybody could see what we're talking about, what case we're talking about. Because I keep forgetting not everybody might not be familiar. So, okay. How's everybody doing though? Let me see who's in chat. Hey, Petty, Crystal. Hey, Crystal, there you are. Hope you're having a good day. I am. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and, it's not letting me. Oh, somebody else must have. Oh, yeah, yeah. Hold on. I get it. Ashley, what's up? I have to watch my comments on pause videos. My comments get. Oh, really, Aaron? What? Why? What do they say? Thank you, Grooving. Canadian chick. Hey, Gail. Petty. Okay, so hey, Jenny. Good. Uh, it's delayed but seems to work. Okay. Well, let's just be happy it works, right? Maybe it needed a... Oh, Thomas, what's up? Yay! Once again, it's making... Why does this always make it look like I have... Hold on 1 second, guys. Here, let me actually play this while I go check something. Hold on, let me get a hand. Let me get a couple of news clips. We'll watch the hold on. Sorry, I got like really distracted by that Nightbot crap. Where I gotta get back focused. Okay, so let's play. We'll play this one first. Alright, I'll play this clip first. Alright.
Nightmare comes to life when she makes the gruesome discovery of a dead body in her son's bedroom. We're taking a closer look at the murder of Hannah Collins and what we know so far about her disturbing case. Just after 1 a.m. on August 13th, a call came in to Los Angeles County Dispatch. A woman there told investigators she went into her son's room because of a, quote, gas smell. Inside the bedroom, she made a grisly discovery, finding a woman's body wrapped up in plastic. Officials later identified the victim as 30-year-old Hannah Collins, who moved to LA from Mississippi back in June. Right now, Collins's cause and manner of death are still pending. It's also unclear how long she'd been in the suspect's bedroom or whether she knew him at all. The identity of her alleged killer has not been released either. Investigators only describing him as a 26-year-old Hispanic man. Right now, a motive in Collins's death is still unclear. Now, with so many unanswered questions in such a shocking case, we're turning now to Dr. Tim Gallagher, a forensic pathologist and medical examiner, to make sense of what we know so far. Dr. G, thank you so much for joining us today.
A pleasure. Thank you for having me.
So to start, we still don't know Collins's cause or manner of death. Is it possible that her death wasn't even a homicide at all?
You know, there's always that possibility.
So those of you that are coming in, this is an old video I'm playing. I got the results, so we have answers now, but I wanted to play this. This is from way back when it happened, back in August. But I wanted to play it so you guys are either refreshed on what case I'm talking about or people that have never heard of it. And there's not that much news on it. There's just a few clips because they tell us all this and then nothing for 5 months. We don't hear freaking nothing. Well, we got answers now, but okay, let me continue.
You know, when we do autopsies, we always start with an open mind. You know, so we have to allow for eliminating possibilities such as natural disease, such as an accident or suicide. You know, certainly if all of those things can be eliminated and the injuries are extensive enough, then we can rule in a homicide. But we need to go through the entire process before we come up with a cause of death and a manner of death.
I think something that sticks out with this case too is that officials say her body was found wrapped in plastic. We're not sure how long she was in the room for. So would that plastic wrap help or hinder in the investigation that medical examiners have ahead of them?
Well, the plastic wrap could mean a few things. You know, we have had cases in suicide where people had wrapped themselves up in duct tape, in plastic wrap, and in a material such as that. And we need to see to the extent by which she was wrapped up. Was she loosely draped? Was she tightly wrapped? All of those things play into determining what the cause of death is. Another important factor is we need to preserve the wrappings as well. Plastic is an excellent source of fingerprints and DNA transfer. So when we come to the scene, we need to be sure that we do not contaminate any of those materials.
So one of the details we do know about this case is that the suspect's mother entered his room because she said there was a gas smell. What could that smell have been? Could it have been Collins's decomposing body?
It certainly could have been. When a body decomposes, it produces a lot of the same byproducts as you would find in natural gas, such as methane gas, butane gas, propane gas. So a lot of those chemicals are released by the body in the process of decomposition. So it is not unlikely that somebody can detect that odor, and which would lead them to a decomposing body.
Could the smell that the mother smelled, believing that it was gas, help medical examiners determine maybe how long she had been there or when she died?
Well, certainly that is a major consideration when we do these cases. We need to determine the approximate time of death. And in determining the approximate time of death, we look at the extent of decomposition. We know that at certain temperatures, bodies decompose at a very regimented rate. And if we can determine the cause, the extent of the decomposition, the temperature at which the body had been, then we can backtrack and determine at approximately what time the person became deceased. And in doing that, we can establish a timeline and rule in and rule out certain suspects that may be involved in the crime.
So as we're moving forward, what are the next steps for investigators as they determine whether her death was actually a homicide? You've alluded to several things here, but just as they're moving forward with this murder investigation.
Sure. So the next step would be to let the medical examiner or the coroner have jurisdiction over the body and have an autopsy performed. That way we can determine the cause of death and also the manner of death. The manner of death may be homicide, it may be accident, it may be suicide. And the manner of death will determine if charges can be brought up against a suspect once one is identified, if one is identified and brought to justice.
So on the other side of things, as we're talking about the suspect, what's next in terms of the investigation surrounding any suspects in the case?
Well, the police do run their own investigation, but the medical examiner assists them with their investigation. And we can assist them with their investigation here, number one, by determining the approximate time of death, actually identifying the body. So positively identifying the body, which would also be an important role. Another role would be the collection of the trace evidence. Is there hair that is left by the offender? Are there fingerprints? Are there palm prints, blood prints, etc., that can be traced back to a certain individual? And does the victim have markings on their body, whether it be stab wounds, wounds of strangulation, bullet wounds that we can use to trace back to a single suspect or list of suspects?
What's kind of interesting about this case is that there are still so many question marks, so many unknowns. Why is that? Is there a reason why these officials may be staying so tight-lipped?
There are. Police do not want to release too many details about the investigation for certain reasons. We want to make sure that when a suspect is identified, if there is one, that some of the information that is revealed at the crime would only be known by the suspect or the person offending on the deceased body or offending on the victim. So those details are kept secret or away from the public and only revealed during the interrogation of a suspect should one become identified.
Yeah, again, still a lot of unanswered questions, but Dr. Tim Gallagher, thank you so much for shedding some light on this case that we're still working to learn a little bit more about.
Well, my pleasure.
Okay, so that's that one, and let's do one more here. This one, just like a couple minute one here, right here. All right, this one.
It's a shocking discovery, walking into her son's room to find a dead woman wrapped in plastic. Her son nowhere to be found. Police got the call yesterday at 1:15 in the afternoon from the 2200 block of Wall Street in South LA. Investigators say the suspect's mother smelled what she thought was gas coming from her son's room. She went inside and discovered the body of a 30-year-old woman identified by authorities as Hannah Rachel Collins. Paramedics pronounced Collins Collins dead at the scene. Police are now searching for the homeowner's 26-year-old son as a suspect in this homicide investigation. A mother makes a shocking discovery.
Okay, so you hear that. Those were like the only news clips that were out on this. And there was a bunch of articles that just were repeating the same thing, right? Here, let me share this one second. One second, let me share this. And then there's you know, a bunch of articles, but basically they're all saying the same thing. You know, I hate how all these things, pictures have emerged of a woman whose body was found wrapped in plastic in a man's room by his worried mother, who was checking out a gas smell at her South Los Angeles home. The victim, identified by authorities as Hannah Rachel Collins, had only moved to Los Angeles from Mississippi in June, a heartbroken relative told the Post. Collins would call out to check in with her family like clockwork each week. Last spoke to relatives on August 7th, days after celebrating her 30th birthday. The suspect in Collins' killing has been described as a 26-year-old Hispanic man, but the Los Angeles Police Department have not revealed any further details, and he remained at large as of Wednesday afternoon. Okay, so remember, they never said his name. It was the son. Now in the news, what the news said is mother smells gas, goes into her son's room, and her son flees, finds a dead woman wrapped in plastic, right? They never gave us the name or anything, but they showed us an overview of the house. And I did a little research, and they showed us, they told us the name of the street. They said like this, you know, whatever 100 block of the name of the street. So I went to Google Maps, and I like figured out what house they were like flying over, and I figured out who lived there, and it was a 26-year-old son, and I got his name and everything. And I did this video. I said, hey, I figured out who they're looking for, who the guy that's like on the run that just fled. And so somebody emails me that next day. Okay. And I never told you guys because I couldn't confirm it was him. And you know how you have people like, you'll have people freaking saying, I'm so-and-so, I'm this person, I'm that person. And you can't really believe him. And I couldn't really confirm it. Oh, here's another part. So the disturbing incident began to unravel around 1:15 Sunday. The suspect's mother entered his bedroom after noticing a gas smell. Hold on, I forgot to read the rest of this. When she walked in, she made the horrifying discovery of Colin's body wrapped in plastic. Okay. So anyway, the stunned mother immediately called paramedics to her South Central home, LA home. EMS arrived soon, and they pronounced her dead, right? After EMS soon arrived and pronounced Collins dead. It was not immediately known when Collins died or how. The LA County coroner said an autopsy had been completed, but the cause of death has not yet been made public. The woman's son was nowhere to be found at the time of the gruesome discovery. Okay, and so I found the guy's name. So somebody said, hey, I'm the guy. He raised me a long email, which I will read to you. And I couldn't really confirm it. And I said, okay, well, because he said he would let me interview him, but he's hiding, and he wants me to be the one to interview him. Okay. He's like, I'll send you a picture of me. I swear to God, I'm legit, but I want you to be the one. You got the story, right? And then he disappeared, and I couldn't get a hold of him. Okay. So I didn't say anything because I couldn't confirm it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. I would have had him on to interview and been like, hey, you know, we could decide what we think, but I wasn't going to say anything because he disappeared. But he even said in the email that I could share the email. He said, you could share this to your people if you want. So he gave me permission, but I didn't because I just didn't know. You have a lot of like people pretending. Well, he said something in the email that when I got this report last week, I'm like, holy crap, it was him. And it's a small detail. And he even said it's a small detail. He said, this isn't important, but the news got something wrong. And it's in this report. So I was really talking to the real guy. Anyway, I tried to reach out to him again. I cannot find any charges. So yeah, let's just get into it though. Okay, so you saw how all those reports said, the little detail he said, which we'll read his email, is it wasn't my mother, it was my father who found us. He's like, I know it's not important, but the news got it wrong. Nobody would have known that, right? No, the news reports all said mother finds, and he's like, no, it was my father that found us. Well, this confirms it. It was his father that found him. So, and it's just this little detail. And he, like I said, he even said, I know it's not important, but I don't know why they said my mother. But anyway, so, yeah, so that's why I was like, holy crap, that was him. Dang it. I wish I would have got it. I think what happened is either I don't know if he turned himself in. I'm thinking like, I hope he didn't unalive himself or something, because I cannot find any charges on him. I just got a request, online. It was like $5 to get like his records, and there's no records of anything on him yet, which now he didn't murder her. Okay. It was an overdose, but which we'll go over the results. It was an overdose. It says no foul play, but, which we'll go over some of the stuff here, toxicology and stuff. But here's the thing. He would have got charged for tampering with evidence, abuse of a corpse. I mean, he wrapped her body up, which you'll see what he did with the body. I mean, he did more than just, the way he tried to, whatever he was going to do with her, there should be like a little charge. So I'm just wondering, why is there no charges that I could find on him? Number one, did he do something to hurt himself or something? Okay, so let's just go over the stuff real quick. I don't know if I should read his email first. Yeah, you know what? Let's read his email first. We'll read his email first. And you know what else I'm going to do, guys? Oh, hold on. Let me read this too, because we're going to watch her. She was on Soft White Underbelly too. I have so much stuff that I don't know. I feel like I'm not very good at like letting it all just reveal itself. I have to say everything before I even go through it. I don't know. I'm weird. I can't keep a secret, or I can't like keep it in. But I do want to play the Soft White Underbelly interview with her again, because I think that's interesting. So I have that. She was on Soft White Underbelly, and you will just see a transformation of like, we'll go through some of her pictures and how it's like, what drugs, they can make you just seem like you're a whole different person, which I'm not judging, because I was that person too. So look, this says, it said a family member of Collins confirmed to be the post. She had been found inside the LA home. A friend who did not want to be identified told the Post the pretty blonde was fun, kind, and loved music, dancing, and ultimately drugs took a hold of her. The friend said Collins came from a wonderful family. And the reason I wanted to read that part is because you'll hear her on Soft White Underbelly. Just remember, this is saying that, and all the research I've done on her, I've had a couple friends reach out. She did come from a wonderful family. But when she goes on Soft White Underbelly, she says a whole different thing. Okay, so that's interesting. But it says who tried their best to help her, but they drifted apart when Collins started to pursue a party lifestyle. I don't like to hang out with people who do drugs and are intoxicated while they're driving or stealing things, the friend said. I am shocked, because what I want to associate with Hannah is the happier and healthier memories I have of her. She probably sought that lifestyle with drugs, but you never imagined the end would be so cold and cruel. The LAPD has launched a homicide investigation, but officials remain tight-lipped about it when asked by the Post. And it says that her Facebook profile says she's from Richland, Mississippi, and it lived there in Jackson. She posted in 2015. Okay. So let me read the email real quick, and then we'll go over all the report, the autopsy, and it goes over like an incident report too, which is, I'm interested. It's interesting to me because I've been looking for things. I wanted to know about this case just because it's just so interesting. And you guys, stick around for her Soft White Underbelly interview. That's really interesting. All right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to read his email. So remember, after I went and he already gave me permission to say his name, his address. He told me to read it, which I'll just leave like the address out, even though he said it's his address, and he said it was okay. So I'm just gonna read it. Yeah, I'll just read it. So, that's what I was going to say. So, remember, I did 2 videos. I did the one video when it first happened, and then I did the video when I found out who he was, whose bedroom she was found in, and I revealed it. And then that's when he contacted me, because he said that I did it with such respect. He said, you had such respect. He said, you just have this, like, I'll read it. I'll read what he wrote. So, and the reason I pointed out, because I had a couple creators in there complaining about when I was doing that video. They were yelling at me, being jerks. And he contacted me and said, the way I went about it, I was very respectful. And that's why he wanted to give me the story. Okay. Thank you, Groovy Canadian chick. Hope this helps a bit with all the fees accrued, getting documents, phone calls to produce your meetings and content. Share passion. Appreciate your passion, transparency, and always going above and beyond. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, let me just read the email. I'm not gonna, I'm just gonna read it. I'm not gonna share like the actual my screen when I'm reading it, just because, you know, his email, but he said I could read it. You'll see when I read it. Okay. Okay. All right. So it says, "Hey, what's up? How's it going? And remember, you guys, remember what we just heard on the news about the details. That was the only thing that was out on the news. I just want you to remember, because I know some people are going to be like, he's fake, but no, there was that little detail that, I'm sorry, nobody would have known, that little silly small detail. And I'm glad he told me, because I would have still been doubting it was him. But anyway, okay. Hey, what's up? How's it going? I wanted to talk to you watching your video on identifying the possible suspect for an undetermined criminal case, possible homicide, as stated by various media coverage, which is also false. Why do I say I know that? Are you ready? You're going to crap bricks. I am Chris Anthony Orpizzo. I live on blank, blank, blank Wall Street. So he gives his address, which, Los Angeles. Honestly, do you believe me? Do you believe that this is me? I'm willing to give you and only you insight of everything, but we need to come to an agreement. I don't want you blaming me or me accidentally choosing the wrong words that can cause whatever it is they decide to charge me with. 100% sure not homicide. I didn't touch the girl, but if you really want to know more, contact me. I'll give you insight on everything. Just me and you. No internet, no nothing. After this, you're on my team and agreeing and promising to never not believe me. He does go say I could share it. So yeah, I know he's saying this, but he does go on to say I could share this. Anyway, the truth will eventually come to light, and they will know who and if they even killed her or foul play was found anywhere on Hannah's body. Please don't call the police, all that. If you were to know, then you'd understand what happened that night. And I agree to you making more videos and letting everyone know I messaged you. Show them this. I don't care. As long as you help me, not in a defensive way, but not to actually get convicted of something I didn't do based off a poor choice of words. So he's basically just saying, you know, be careful. Don't twist my words, you know. And like I said, I tried to get back in touch with him, and like he disappeared. I mean, it was gone. Like, so I was thinking either he went and turned himself in, or I don't even know what happened to him. Like I said, I can't find any current charges on him. There has to be, not homicide, because it says, you know, but there has to be some kind of charge, you know. Anyway, I'm not asking you to make me look innocent. This is real. This is insight that no one else has and might not get. But like I said, you're on my team. So those words no one else might not get is what I'm referring to. If you post them, block that off. But once you do, you have accepted and agreed. And after the trial, we can talk more and more on what and how I felt about it being in there with Hannah's dead body, all the thoughts and insight of all of it. You can even come visit the site, which, and I'll give you the detailed physical play of what happened. But that's after. Am I guilty of committing a crime? Yes. I didn't let authorities know of Hannah when she was deceased. I don't know what charges I'm looking at for that I am guilty of. Wrapping her body, yeah, I won't deny that. I won't deny what I did. What I did that can come with a conviction. But But is this homicide? No, ma'am. Did I do anything to Hannah Collins? No, ma'am. I didn't even touch her, period. After I came to the realization that she, in fact, had passed away, for now, what I speak with you and let you know is what the Newtown division will hear from me when I turn myself in, because I will, because I am innocent of what everyone thinks I am. I'm also going with a lawyer and full on ready, because to them, he's going on full on ready before the autopsy. I was considered a homicide suspect, period, and I was going to get treated like one, placed where those creeps are and looked at like a killer murderer, maybe even a arpist, the R word. Because I know people created tons of stories. Even my own friends are talking crap. For what? I did nothing to Hannah. You're the only one that knows this. Hold on, sorry. This is hard to read because it's like in an email and it's all in the way it's writing. It's not. Okay, where did I go? Shoot, I just zoomed in and I don't know where I left off at. You're the only one that knows this. Oh, says that, and I promised you after the trial I will give you an exclusive if you look at the inside of what and how it went down. I'm open for you to ask me any questions. I will, and promise to answer with only truth. How I felt during, after, where I went, because I didn't flee. You were wondering if I had gone back, because I was like wondering, did he go back? He says, I'll assure you with the facts on what exactly happened and how they found the body. So between me and you, and no one knows this isn't. Oh, this is the part where he's like, no one knows this. It isn't much importance, I don't think. It matters too much. Who knows? But my dad found it, not my mom. My mom didn't even see it. So all the news reports were saying his dad or his mom. Sorry. And he's like, I want to tell you something. This isn't really important, but I just want to, I don't know what, it's not much of importance, but it was my dad, not my mom. It's hard to read because the way it's written. Looking back, wait, hold on. Too much, wait, no one wasn't. And isn't much important. He's saying it's not much important, so I don't think it matters, but it ended up being really important because I didn't really believe that it was him. So that's why I'm like, that's probably, people just, they pretend to be people they're not. So that's what I was like, okay, come on, let's interview you. We'll see if send me a picture. Let's see if you're really you. But he just never responded. But like I said, until I got the report to show that it was his dad that found them originally, it's like, whoa, he would have been the only one that knew that. God, why is this hard to, the way it's like the font. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, guys. No one knows of much importance. Too much, who knows? But my dad found it, not my mom. She didn't even see it. He was shaken really bad. Looking back, that's one thing I feel so bad about. You want to know? Let's talk. I'll let you know. But me and you, personally, over the phone, I just really need you to please keep this discreet as far as anything that can. But remember, he said I could share this email. He's talking about if I get a hold of him, because he set it up there. You could share this. I don't care. But he's talking about if we get more into it, he wants me to wait. So I think he was going to wait for the real in-depth interview till after the trial, but he never responded. Anyway, then there's not going to be a trial, I don't think. If he admits guilt to what he did, you know what I'm saying? And he sounds like he was going to. Anyway, he says, keep this discreet. Look at me and cause the other criminal charges based off of using wrong words that can be used to flip on me. I did nothing to the girl. I don't need anyone to believe me. The autopsy will show exactly what happened. At least if I had murdered her or arred her or hit her or anything, he's saying the autopsy will show. I can advise you of right now, Hannah Rachel Collins was not a victim of homicide. In fact, I was trying to help her out. Get at me. I'll give you the answer that the LAPD is seeking to start off with. What was she doing in my house? Again, the images of her are off. That's her, but that wasn't what she was anymore. Put it this way, I wasn't even attracted to her. I'll tell you more in it all by details. Get at me, girl. Let's start working. I know this sounds crazy, maybe scary, but hey, I like the fact that you cared enough to go out of your way and not accuse me of anything. I respect that, and I automatically just felt so comfortable with you on the screen that I came across this thought and said, can she be the lucky one for this offer? Or am I over exaggerating? Because who am I? Who am I? Chris Anthony Oropizzo, the one who shocked possibly the nation with what was found in his room. Okay, I have to go to the next screen. Where am I? Sorry, I just go to the next screen. I just screenshot my emails. Okay, so the one who shocked the nation with what was found in his room. She might be the lucky one that I want to express myself to. Why? I don't know. You just seem so understanding and smart. Very beautiful, too. I can even send you a picture of me, but we can get to that later. So what's up? Are you down? We doing this or not? You can let people know and see what they think, if this is me, if this is really me or not. But I'll prove to you that it's me, and I don't know how you feel about me, but I want to know if you're scared or worried or anything in that sense. Because I'm not a bad person. I'm really not. I'm not asking anyone or ask anyone that knows me. In fact, I'm the coolest friend that helps and gives and just got caught up in some stuff. Perfect example of wrong place, wrong time. Let's go to it. So, I got that and I did respond because I'm like, okay, all right, let me see a picture. Let's talk. Let's see. Because do you think about in the true crime, there's people that pretend to be people all the time. So I'm not going to just think, you know what I'm saying? And so I was hoping he'd respond and I could confirm, verify that it's him. He didn't, right? Like I said, and I kind of just forgot about it. And I was like, I'm not going to share this because I can't confirm it. I can't confirm anything, like I said, but I'm sharing it because now I feel like that's enough to confirm that it is him with that little detail about his dad. Because not one news person even said his dad's name. Nobody said his dad. His dad wasn't even mentioned. I wasn't even sure if his dad lived there. It was his mom found him. His mom found him. You know what I'm saying? His mom is mentioned in the reports, but they say his dad and him were arguing. His dad walked in on him, saw the. We'll get into that, but nobody else said that. So, it has to be him. So, what do you guys think so far? It is weird. It is. It is. It's not weird. I don't want. It's kind of weird that he reached out to me, not weird. I mean, I guess people like media, I'm like a small little channel, but, or you know what I'm saying, compared to but people give interviews to people and somehow something about me made him want to reach out to me. Right. So, all right. So that's that. Now, let me go to the next thing here. Let's go to her report, her results of, oh, shoot, I didn't mean to do that's just the email. I think he actually even just did he set up an email just to do that. Because, I mean, you could, so you can make up however many email, you know what I'm saying? Because I try to look into the email, and so I think but, the guy was, if it really, at the time I was doubting it was really him, but now that I know it was, the guy was on the run, supposedly. I don't know. I don't know. I wish I knew more details. I wish he would have responded. But he might have just went and turned himself in. That's what I was thinking. I was like, if that's really him, he probably turned himself in, because he's in jail, so he can't respond to me if it was him. But I was really doubting especially when he didn't respond. I was like, no, that's probably not. He didn't even respond. Okay, so let me bring up. First, I want to bring up some pictures here, just so we could. What? Oh. And I'll chat with you guys a little bit too. I just want to get some of the information out, and then we'll, me, The last half we'll be chatting with you guys. But I like to at least do the first half, try to get as much out because people that rewatch it, they're not here for the chatting. Okay. So all right, so here's some. It's crazy because you see her on Soft White Underbelly, which we're gonna watch the interview, okay, with her. Look, but mass and that stuff. I mean, that stuff will do that. Will make people look so different. So this is what she looked like on that Soft White Underbelly interview, and people were doubting this was the same girl because she looks so different. Which I will show you the tattoos match up for people to. I matched up the freckles on my last time I covered her, but now I found more pictures where I could match up the tattoos. Plus, I had either 2 or 3 different ones of her friends reach out and say, "Yes, you're right, that's her." Because I had people like, "Oh my God, that's not even her." It is. I had some of her friends reach out. I matched her tattoos. But here, let's look at some pictures just to kind of remember her because she was like, she had a family. This is her mom. This is her. Her and her mom. Her mom and probably I'm guessing her grandma. Maybe I think this is her mom's brother. So her uncle. Her mom. I think maybe her dad was more absent. Her dad, from the research I did, it looks like her dad was in and out of jail. Like he was kind of, live that kind of lifestyle. But you could see some of these tattoos, which I did a couple quick sloppy side by sides just for people that are going to be doubting that it's the same person. But just remember these tattoos right here. But that's her. She does have a son. So when we were watching the Soft White Underbelly, she talks about her son, but there's a lot of stuff that she says that are lies to her friend said. So I was like, I remember when I first watched it, I didn't know a lot about her life. And I was like, I wonder if she was lying about her son. Well, here, no, she wasn't. Her mom is raising her son. So it's really sad because, look at me. That could have been me, but I was able to turn it around and she could have too, if just give her a little bit more time, she could have turned her life around. Anybody could do it. And especially somebody that has like a support system has more of a chance. You know what I'm saying? So I think, she could have possibly. So it's just sad. That's her right there with her son and her mom. Remember this little anchor tattoo for the Soft White Underbelly. Some of these are when she's younger where she doesn't have all the tattoos. Here, let me just show you. Remember that anchor tattoo? Oh, and then this tattoo right here is very unique that I'll show you how it matches. Oh, you could see it. She has one on each of her fingers. You could kind of see it right there. This one, you get a clear shot of that on another one of hers. This right here. Actually, hold on. Hold on 1 second. Here, I did kind of a sloppy slide by side, just like as I was trying to get ready for this, but I just wanted to, so you could definitely see these two are the same. I mean, I've been able to match them all up, but I didn't have time to do side by sides on all of them. You could see the anchor, you could see this anchor, because we'll still have her doubters that are like, she has like a ghost right here. This is the anchor. This might not be, I don't know what this is. It kind of looks like an anchor. I guess it's not, but I think that's what that is, an anchor or something. But you could see them both right here. You could see that. This. And then this one. I think I have a better one of hers right here. The anchor. This. There's some of that somewhere. right here. See? So it's definitely her. So all those people that had to be a little buttheads in the last video, I wanted to make sure I proved. And then not only that is the freckles match up. So I don't think there's any doubts, right? There. You could see the top of that. I think that's an anchor thingy too or something. See? This is a little ghost. I mean, every single tattoo matches up. There's no denying that that's her. Okay. Just wanted to make sure we got that out of the way. Hopefully I didn't go too fast through them, but that shows a lot right here. But like this, the unique hand ones. And then this one. I can't figure out what this is. It looks like almost like a scary face or something. And then, okay. And this was in, I think this was 2019. I feel like this was a few years before she died, this one. I remember I had all the dates perfect down to a thing, down to everything when I'm a little rusty. It's been like, what, 5 months? But from what I'm remembering is it was like a couple years before she died is when she did this interview. All right. So let's go through the autopsy information first, then we can watch that interview. All right. So the results. I mean, she's always in the back of my head thinking like, what was it? Was it a murder? Was it a homicide? Was it a overdose? You know? Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Why is that under? I just took, it was hard. They sent hard copies. So I just took a picture of stuff. But this basically just shows, she was 30 years old, you know, all of her, and where she was found and stuff. Fingerprint. Oh, here. Okay. Detective is requesting a 2-hour autopsy notification on 8/13/23 at approximately 1:45 a.m. A father got into a verbal argument with his son. As the father was leaving the son's room, he saw the decedent on the floor, unresponsive and wrapped in plastic. The son fled the scene. The father called 911. So this is one of the things where it shows the father, which there was no freaking mention of the father in any of the news reports. I mean, it wasn't even positive that the father lived there. You know what I'm saying? So for him to have said that, and it didn't seem like an important detail, but it probably stuck out in his head because he's listening to the news reports report it wrong. So that's why he's probably like, hey, just not important, but it wasn't my mother, it was my father. Bam, right there. It says it was his father that found him. And it does go on to say the mother smelled the gas, but my point is in the news reports there was nothing of his father seeing him or being there. And this says it was basically the father that first saw him. They were getting into an argument, and I just read it. The father was leaving the son's room. He saw the decedent on the floor, unresponsive, wrapped in plastic. Then the son fled. The father called 911. LAPD rescue. Ambulance 10 responded. They started cutting the plastic to see early stages of decomposition, a tattoo and a bra. The paramedic pronounced death at the scene at 1:50 a.m. It would be. The son is a known drug user. The decedent was removed from the plastic at the Forensic Science Center. There was no sign of obvious trauma. Oh, it's going the wrong way. Hold on. This just goes over, I mean, all the details of like everything. So, and everything was pretty much good. It was just, so I'm just going to skip through this. But right here, no evidence of foul play. And then they did do a toxicology. So I'm not going to go through all that. And they did do a R kit for that to see if anything like that happened. And so that, well, but the conclusion's no foul play. So no, they've, you know, so he was telling the truth. He didn't do it. So, but he did wrap her up. But it says fentanyl and methamphetamine effects. So it says from the anatomic findings, I ascribe the death to fentanyl and methamphetamine effects. The decedent was a 30-year-old female who was found dead, wrapped in plastic in residence. Autopsy findings: 69 inches, 120 pounds, without detected external or internal injuries. Decomposition changes: skin blistering, slippage, marbling, bloating, moderated decomposition of internal organs. CT scans show decomposition changes and no obvious injuries. See toxicology report. Okay, so we have, oh, it does actually first over here, it says what all these stand for. So we have not detected as ND, PP is presumptive positive, QNS is quantity not sufficient, CNS is specimen not suitable, TNP is test not performed, and then, okay, so the presumptive positives for benzos, cocaine and metabolites, fentanyl, methamphetamine, and MDMA. Those were all presumptive positives. And then present fentanyl, and then it gives 55 nanograms per milliliter. Then norfentanyl was present. Mitragynine was present. I looked that up because I wasn't sure what that is, and it's that kratom or whatever. Kratom. I don't know how to pronounce that. I forget now. Amphetamine, methamphetamine, alprazolam. Yeah, and it's sad because what if, you guys, like, you will hear her on her, well, let me finish this and then we'll go. I'm going to talk about that, the fentanyl thing. So another fentanyl metabolite, 3 more, fentanyl, norfentanyl. Inconclusive is the mitragynine. So I think the mitragynine, wasn't it presumptive positive at first? Let me see if that's how it worked out. Oh no, that was like, these are sometimes a little bit confusing. I remember from Kylie's and stuff and different ones where the presumptive positive and then they have to confirm it. But anyway, so mitragynine then was inconclusive, and then methamphetamine, methamphetamine. Okay, so what I was going to say is we're going to listen to that interview on Softway Underbelly, and she goes on to talk about fentanyl, and she says how she likes meth, but she doesn't like to get it that much because you never know if it's cut with fentanyl. So I freaking wonder if it was something like that, because some people do use fentanyl to get high. There's people, and it sucks that it's making people addicted to something so much stronger. So since that's more available, people are building up a tolerances to fentanyl. Now they can't even freaking get high off of heroin anymore because of the fentanyl. And now they're addicted to something like 1,000 times stronger, right? So people do it for fun too, or for fun, I shouldn't say that. They do it, they get addicted to that too. So I'm just wondering, was she doing this purposely, or did she get a bad batch of methamphetamine or whatever what mixed with, oh, because what else? It was cocaine was only presumptive positive, I think it said. That mitragynine, and then methamphetamine, alprazolam. I mean, I guess but they have been even known to be putting them in pills and make it look like the actual pills. You never know. They get those press machines and they can put them in pills and they can look they get the stamps and everything, could look exactly like the pill and have whatever in it. I'm guessing it was probably in the meth though, if she didn't purposely get it. So what if she was just wanting to, get her methamphetamine and then it was cut with fentanyl and that's what maybe why she overdosed. I don't know. It's crazy. All right, so here's a little bit more details on the okay. And this is where it's a little bit confusing here. So this says see, what I'm thinking this means is I'm thinking that because this one says that when his mom smells the gas or whatever. So I'm wondering if the dad didn't even say anything or something right away, and then the mom smells it and goes in the room. You know what I'm saying? So that part is a little bit confusing because it says I'll read it, but also we already just read the incident where it says something different, but it says, okay, 8:13, Sergeant reported this undetermined death to coroner, intermediate typist clerk. Reported that the decedent is an unknown male or female that was found bound in a residence. 911 was called. FD arrived and pronounced death on the scene. The owner of the home goes in to check on her son. When she walks in, she observed a body wrapped in plastic wrap lying next to her son. When the owner of the home calls 911, the son flees the scene and his whereabouts are unknown at the time of the call. FD observed what appears to be a tattoo and bra. The owner's son is a known drug user, blah, blah, blah. So, I'm wondering if they mistyped this because when they talk about the son, they go into more details about how they were arguing and stuff. So it says, I spoke to detective at the scene. He told me that on 8:13 at approximately 1:45 a.m., a father got into a verbal argument with his son. As soon as the father was leaving the son's room, he saw the decedent on the floor, unresponsive and wrapped in plastic. The son fled the scene. The father called 911. LAPD rescues ambulance 10 responded. They started cutting the plastic, and I already read the rest of that. But so this is when it says detectives were heading out to the scene to determine whether this is a homicide or an overdose. So what I'm thinking is it was just passed on like falsely. And then when they actually got there, they saw what it actually was maybe. Cause this is when they're getting called out to the scene. And then it says, coroner assigned me this field. I arrived at the scene, left the scene, coroner transported the decedent department to medical forensic examiner. So that makes sense why the news was reporting it that way with his mother. Because it's confusing. These reports are confusing. But like I said, I think it was when it got relayed wrong when they were on the way out to the scene, and then when the detective actually got to the scene, he found out what was really going on is how I'm taking it. But anyway, the decedent is located on the first floor, east room of a 2-floor residence. The entrance to the room is along the north wall and opens to the bedroom. The decedent is seen behind the door. The decedent was wrapped in plastic, clear tape, and duct tape. Paramedics and FD used a scissor to try to get the plastic. In the northwest corner along the west wall is a closet. Along the south wall of the bedroom is a bed with a large roll of plastic that was possibly used to wrap the decedent. West of the decedent is an empty roll of clear tape. The decedent is wrapped in multiple layers of plastic. It appeared that the decedent's head is toward the south and her feet were toward the north. And then it says, yeah, maybe something like that. There's some kind of mix up on that, but yeah. I'm thinking that it was like, I think it's the dad was the one that originally found him, like he said, that Chris said, and what the guy at the scene said. I don't know. I suppose that's why it's important, where I wanted to read those details, because I was hoping somebody in here could give us an idea of what does that mean. I mean, we could Google it, but usually there's somebody in here that's like a nurse or doctor or paramedic or something that would know something, because I want to know how long was he sitting in there. And I think it was somewhat long, because the smell of gas, how long does that take to build up, and where they would start smelling that smell, you know? So I'm wondering, how long was he sitting in the room with her? First of all, he had to sit there and decide to wrap her up. Let me just finish this and we'll talk. Okay, so evidence. Socks. 2 socks were collected. Shorts were collected. A bra, blankets, bloodstained card, fingernail kit, hair kit. Wait, there was hold on a second. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There was something. Okay, hold on. All right, so this is the SA evidence collection. So they even they did a exam for SA. So, and the results are no foul play, which means no foul play. It would be none of this, because any of this would be considered foul play. So, but they couldn't look right here because he wasn't there to give it. NA, not available. Anyway, all right, so we're not going to go through that, but this is decedent found wrapped in plastic, brought to FCS or FSC to processing. Evidence collection completed under the supervision of, okay, so they got the kit. So here's the rest of the kit, the SA kit. Okay, so the decedent was unwrapped at the Forensic Science Center photo studio. The decedent was wrapped with a blanket along the upper torso. The lower extremities were wrapped with a sheet and duct taped. So that means under the plastic, he wrapped her lower extremities with a sheet and then duct taped them. Maybe I should have read this before I read his email, so you guys, I mean, because this is the guy that was writing that email. I mean, I really would like to ask him some questions, like, you know, why, well, first of all, how did you meet her? Okay, why was she at your house? Well, you know, how did you guys get together? Because it seems like he seemed like he barely even knew her. He was trying to help her out. He said, I was trying to help her. So what was he helping her with? And what were you going to do with the body? What was your plan? Were you too high that you were nervous and you were just like didn't know what to do? Or were you going to actually try to get rid of the body and hide it? Like, what was your thoughts? I just wonder what happened to him. I'm wondering if like he unalived himself or something, because I don't know. Why is there no charge? Like, I could, unless if for some reason they're not coming up, I freaking ordered charges and there was no current charges. At least at LA. I don't know. What am I missing here? You would think there would have to be some kind of abuse of a corpse charge or something. You know? Anyway, okay, so it says the decedent is wearing a gray bra and gray shorts. Wait a minute. Does that mean she doesn't have a shirt on? Because they keep talking about a bra and they have never said anything about a shirt, right? Hold on, did I miss that? She was wrapped in a blanket along the upper torso. So she probably didn't have a shirt on. And then the lowers was wrapped in a sheet. Anyway, the decedent is in early stages of decomposition due to green discoloration, fluid-filled blisters, and foul odor. So early stages. So maybe it probably did just happen that night, I'm guessing. Because remember, this was almost 2 in the morning. It was like a 1:45 in the morning, it said, when his dad came in the room. I think around, wasn't it that around that time? Somewhere around 1. You know, so it probably happened in the that evening, I'm guessing. Anyway, it says no obvious signs of trauma or palpated or observed. Multiple tattoos are observed. Casper on the left forearm, an inscription on the right flank, and marijuana leaf with got weed on the upper back. No scars observed. Rigor mortis has been resolved. Lividity is fixed and consistent with the position found. Fingerprints identified the decedent as Hannah Rachel Collins. I spoke with the decedent's mother via telephone and notified her of the death. Unknown if the family was approached. Man, poor mother. Her mother, you could tell going through her mom's Facebook, it's like she loved her daughter so much. She was always like posting pictures of her, and like, it's just sad. All right, man. I'm gonna go through a little bit more pictures, then we'll watch that interview. But I do want to. Second, man. It's just. I don't know where I left off in the pictures. Let me just share a few more. This is when she's little. Her and her son. Their son. Pregnant. Doggy. This is when she's little. Oh, we already saw that pic. That's her son. He looks just like her. Man. Pretty girl. And all her friends that reached out, they all had good things to say about her. So I'll read a couple of their emails too after we watch the interview. You know, it's just that fentanyl needs to freaking, it makes me so mad, that drug. Makes me so mad because it's like they're putting it in like pills that you think are like even pills, not let alone like, you know, the heroin and the meth, but like things that are tricked to look like actual real pills. Look, that's her right there. Look how different she looks. That picture. That's one of the pictures they were sharing. They only shared a few pictures on the news when it happened. This was one of them. It's her and her mom. Look how young she is there. Wow. Even there. It's gotta be a animal. This is another picture that they shared in the news of her. And a lot of there was one friend that reached out and said, I don't understand, all the pictures that they are sharing in the news are like 10 years old. They're like, they're sharing like pictures from high school and like 10-year-old pictures. And they're like, I don't understand why that they're not sharing like more recent pictures. But there's her. All right. Oh, that looks like a kind of more recent. Well, I don't know. Not too recent, but maybe. This is another one that they were sharing in the news. All right, so we'll watch the interview and then I'll go over some more like the friends and stuff and like family stuff from the posts about her and stuff. All right, so I am going to have to stop periodically on this soft white underbelly. So this soft white underbelly video, it's on, the reason a lot of people can't find it is it's because it's actually on the paid app. So he has interviews that he has if you join his app, which I got his app, where you have to pay. Like it's in the app, you could get it like, you know, in your app section and you pay for it. And there's like unreleased interviews that aren't on YouTube that are on there, and hers is one that's on there. It's not on the YouTube channel. So, because I know I've gotten like people like comment, no, where is it? It's not there. It's like, no, it's because it's on the app, which I didn't even realize he had an app until this case, because I was seeing pictures and people were talking about how she was on it, and I would like type in her name and I'm like, where is this? I don't understand. And I don't know how. I think I was like reading through his description or something and I realized, wait, he has an app? Maybe that's where it's at. And yeah, so that I didn't even know about the app until this case. All right, so let's do this. Let me bring it up. Now, I wanted to show you a lot of those pictures first because now watch, it is so hard to believe this is the same person. But it's a good advertisement to stay off drugs. Like it could, it seems like it's fun at first until it's not, you know. I know it's a lot harder said than done. I don't really regret any choices I made, but thank God I was able to, you know, get out alive, you know, knock on wood, but like a lot of people aren't able to, and this fentanyl is cutting these people's chances of making it out alive because it's killing them before they have a chance. All right, here we go, guys. You ready?
So what's the hardest part of your life without an education?
Being white.
Being white.
I fucking hate being white. That's the worst fucking part of my life. I wish and pray to God I would have never been white. That's what I wish.
You wish you were black?
I wish I was black or Mexican, yes. I wish I had never been fucking white, ever in my life.
Quick question. I don't know why it's so low. Do you want me to throw it in my editor and export it in a higher volume, or is this high enough for you guys? I could do it. I could chat with you guys while it's exporting. It'll probably take a couple minutes. It's really low for me. But these earphones are always low for me. So how does it sound for you? Yeah, okay, hold on. Let's do that because I'm having trouble hearing it too, but I try to get new earphones, these, and this hurts my ears. I don't know. I need to get something where I could freaking hear. These things suck. All right, give me 1 minute. So how's everybody doing? So what do you think so far? Yes. No foul play. Did I share that? Yes, no foul play. It was They said they attribute it to the fentanyl and methamphetamine is what they attribute her death to. Yes. And it says no foul play. But there is, I guess there's still a little bit like there probably is somewhat of a charge because I don't know, maybe they're going to give him a break. I don't know. I can't find it. Like I said, and I don't know why it's what's going on. Maybe I'll look for it later and maybe there's something I'm missing here on why I can't find it. All right, hold on. I'm just going to try to raise this volume here. It's interesting, guys. I would stick around. This interview is very interesting. Wait, Seagate, hold on. H, there we go. Here, right, turn it up. Hold on, guys. Just be patient, please. It's definitely worth the watch, so. All right, let me turn it all the way up. I have this all the way up. Yeah. All right, this should be better. Wait, cancel. Okay. All right, let me select clip. There we go. Okay. Now it's exporting, so it shouldn't take very long. And then we'll have a louder version. Oh, there's more coming. It's just wanted to take a break and do a live and talk about another case for a minute. But yeah, there's more, just not right now. This is important. Like this case was very, I mean, I've been wanting to know the results of this for 5 months now, or yeah. And there was like nothing barely out there. So I was like so anxious, and now I feel like now we could, it's concluded or whatever. Like, and plus, and then the thing about that I was really talking to that guy. I couldn't wait to share that part with you because I was just like, holy crap, that was really him. And to say, we've been wondering, was there foul play? No. It's still interesting though, the fact that, he still, he's going to try to hide it. I wonder if his dad didn't walk in and find it, and wonder if he would have ended up somehow trying to hide her or something. I wonder what. Because he was probably high, scared, and making bad choices, and who knows. Probably, thankfully, they did, because if not, he would have went like buried her or put her somewhere. That would even have been worse. But I still don't know what happened to him, guys. I don't know. So I guess that's still one thing I want to know about this case is what happened to him. Did he get charged? Oh yeah, finally. Wait, what do you mean guilty? You usually do make it, right? I'm glad you did, but you usually are here, right? All right, so it's ready, guys. Told you it was worth just waiting a couple minutes. Let's see. Hopefully it made it. Sometimes you have to do a couple rounds, but hopefully sometimes it might be either be really loud or I definitely erased it, so it's got to make some kind of difference. Let's see. Picture. Download. There we or no, I keep duh, it's under pictures, duh. I'm like, oh lordy, I had like a moment where I couldn't think. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see. Hopefully it's louder. I don't know. It should be at least a little bit.
Only hang out.
Yeah, it's better. Okay.
I hate
Okay.
So what's the hardest part of your life without an education?
being white.
Being white.
I fucking hate being white. That's the worst fucking part of my life. I wish and pray to God I would have never been white. That's what I wish.
You wish you were black?
I wish I was black or Mexican, yes. I wish I had never been fucking white, ever in my life. I mean, it just depends on white people, you know, certain white people.
So like when
When
I came up to you, you thought I was up to no good?
Yeah, I was kind of skeptical because this black dude did this to my face, and I only hang out with black people. And I mean, I'm white, you know, so I don't know. Like the person his friends was white, and so I didn't know like if that was his friend. Like I don't know. I can't see. I ain't got my glasses. So I didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Who beat you up?
I really like to give names.
But it was a couple nights ago.
Yeah, Shakey's, the Polar restaurant. Yeah, it was a glass. I had a beer in it. I was trying to drink my beer. I don't know if it was his or mine. The next thing I know, a cup went to my forehead, a glass cup, and then blood was pouring down my forehead.
Wow.
She does end up, I'm gonna have to stop for copyright things, so I have to stop and then give commentary. And I want to actually too. She ends up saying his name, who did this to her, and I ended up finding the guy that she's talking about, and he ended up dying of an overdose like a year after or whatever. They found him like in a car in a parking lot, overdose. So the guy that did that to her face.
All right, Hannah. Hannah, where'd you grow up? Where are you from originally?
Jackson, Mississippi.
And tell me about your childhood. You had both your parents?
No, I just had my mama. My dad had left. My dad was a crack dealer. My dad had went to prison. It's personally all I remember. And then I was basically raised by black people. Because I ran away from my mama because my mama used to touch on me as a kid.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
So you ran away at what age?
Like 7, 8. So I don't really know a lot of words, vocabulary, you know what I'm saying? So my vocabulary's kind of small.
Did you go to school?
Barely.
What
Road.
What grade did you get through?
Like 5th.
And her friends said it's not, they don't understand why she's lying. They're like that she went to a really good school. Her mom didn't do that. I mean, I know, of course, things could go on behind closed doors that, you know, that everybody doesn't know, but I really do think that that's just a lie. And I was trying to figure out, like, is she a pathological liar? But it doesn't seem like with what her friends say that she's a pathological liar. So I think if you guys know anything about this show, a lot of people on the show have these big stories, interesting stories. So I'm thinking she just wanted to have some kind of like good story, you know, because a lot of them are like abused or had this rough life, or so I think she was like, I want to give like a good story. I want it to be like my life was like bad, and but it sucks because the story of a person that comes from a good upbringing that ends up, you know, making some choices that ends up an addict or whatever. I think that story needs to be told too. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad that it's not told as much because it happens all the freaking time. People don't want to talk about it. You know, the people like, oh, we don't, you know, that's not my family. I don't want people to know. But it's like that. It's actually really important for people to know that it's happening to any of us. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
And then you found a family to take you on?
Yeah, I just lived with them. They fed me and stuff, gave me things my mom never gave me.
Your mom never came for you?
She never really gave me food.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, so how would you describe your childhood?
Shitty. I was the only child, only grandchild, so I was very looked down upon my whole life. Yeah. And because I hang out with black people and I sound how I sound, I was very looked down upon. So.
Yeah, you have a beautiful but interesting accent.
Thank you. Don't look too pretty now with this thing on my face. Had the dude try to super glue my mouth, and I busted open. That's why it's ripped like this.
Wow. You're currently living on Skid Row?
No, I've never been on Skid Row.
Where do you?
Currently, I either am awake or I stay at an apartment complex called the Dewey with my ex that I had no idea where he's at right now.
Right. So you're just basically winging it.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
Yeah, the Dewey's on the edge of Skid Row.
Yeah. That's why I look like this.
And I think another reason maybe she acts like totally different than what her friends say that she would act like growing up and stuff. I think it's also to fit in, to fit in a way where like she doesn't get taken advantage of in a way, you know what I'm saying, where she's like tougher and seems to fit in more, or maybe she feels like she would just get demolished out there in that world. So it could be like a little bit like that for protection, where she's being tough and you know what I'm saying? Am I making sense? Hopefully. So that could be partly why she's acting so different. I don't know.
I never look like this. I usually have a fresh outfit on or something like this. My hair, yeah, is usually fresh. I don't even know what happened to my hair. I ain't got shit. My hair used to be thick all the way down here, light blonde, everything. I don't know what happened.
Are drugs a part of your life?
Marijuana is mainly, I like Xanax. I have tried the crystal, but you don't know when people be putting fentanyl up in that stuff and giving it to you. So I don't trust that stuff no more. Just Xanax and marijuana, yeah, and some alcohol.
What does Xanax do for you?
Xanax calm me down.
Yeah, but Xanax and alcohol is dangerous, right?
Yeah, but it calms me down because that's all I've been having is uppers.
And that's what was in her system: Xanax, methamphetamines, but which she even admitted she likes them, but she scared to get them because of fentanyl. So I wonder, she was doing meth, Xanax, got meth, and had fentanyl in it. And the other thing that was presumptive positive for cocaine, but yet it didn't. That was all like in the other test, it didn't come up positive. But things could be even laced with like coke. You know what I'm saying? Like the meth can have a little bit of coke, fentanyl. I mean, who knows what's in stuff anymore? It's crazy. Could have so anything in the crap these days.
Every time I ask for a downer, there's never a downer. There's an upper giver to me. So I'm already jittery as fuck. I need to come down a little bit.
And Xanax works for that.
Yeah.
How do you support yourself now?
Well, I did have a job, actually. I worked with Raza at, I cannot remember. Why can I not remember? I worked with Raza at this little convenience store, kind of by Firestone. I cannot remember what it's called. I could show you, but better than I can tell you.
That's right. You came to LA for what reason?
To get away from my family.
So your family, which one, the black family?
My white family,
oh,
the white people.
They got back in touch with you?
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't no mooch, you know what I'm saying? So I went back to my mama.
Oh, I see. You went back to your white family.
Yeah. Wish I never did that.
How old are you now?
93. I was born in 93, so 28. I'm thinking that's 28, yeah.
Do you have any kids?
I have one boy.
You do?
Yeah.
And where's he?
He's with my mama.
With your white mom?
Yeah.
Your blood mom. And have you raised him at all?
Barely. Barely. She wouldn't let me be who I was with him, so she kind of like made me feel crazy and stuff and took him from me. So now she has him. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's a sore subject. You don't really like talking about that.
Yeah. And do you have friends?
Where? I have friends everywhere. Vicors, Bloods, Crips, I have friends everywhere. I don't fuck with white people. Simon City Royals is the only white people I fuck with, or the Simon City Royals. And that's the only people I fuck with that are white. And that's a white people gang from Mississippi.
Mm.
From Jackson, Mississippi, yep. Yep. And if they knew the shit that this person did to me, it'd be over with, bro. Like, they some scary white people, man. Like, some scary ass white people, bro.
So you prefer black people to white?
I prefer white and black and Mexican. That's it.
That, I know I pointed this out when we watched it last time, but why does that make me laugh? And I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at her. I almost feel like she makes me laugh. I don't know. There's certain things, but not like a bad way, like I'm making fun of her or anything. It's just, she just makes me laugh stuff she says. So he goes, he remember she goes on how I don't like white people, and he says, well, who do you like most? Who do you hang out with? And she says white, black, Mexican, just names basically almost all of them. I don't know. Why is that funny? I'm gonna rewind that part.
Mm.
From Jackson, Mississippi, yep. Yep. And if they knew the shit that this person did to me, it'd be over with, bro. Like, they some scary white people, man. Like, some scary ass white people, bro.
So you prefer black people to white?
I prefer white and black and Mexican. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because they all got my back. Depending on pretty much who you is, if you seem like you got my back, besides the person that did this to my face, then yeah.
How do you support yourself?
Me, usually I just get money or I have to steal. I have to rob.
Oh, wait, real quick. How do you support yourself? Oh, I just get money. Yeah, how do you get the money? I know she goes on to say it after, but it's just that first answer was funny. And like I said, I'm not even making fun of her. Like, I feel like we could, like, if she was here, it'd be like we'd laugh together. You know, some people are just funny or whatever. So don't take this the wrong way, like I'm making fun of her or anything. Um, it's almost cute. Like, it's like, oh, it's cute in a way. Like, just the same way people laugh at me, even when I'm not trying to be funny. Even Juliet used to always like say that, like, and I used to, I'm okay with it. Like, where I'm funny and I don't even realize it because I don't mean to be funny. Like, I'm funny in spots where I'm not even trying to be funny. I don't even realize it's funny, but it's funny to people. Like, does that make sense? That's kind of what I'm getting from her. Oh, I do too. I feel super bad for her. I feel like she would be cool. Like, I feel like I would like her. Like, I bet you she was a really cool person. I mean, I know she's putting on this front here, but that's not who she really is right here. You know what I'm saying? That's not who she really was. This is her surviving right now in this lifestyle, doing what she has to do to survive. So she puts on this character to survive the streets, is what I think this is.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, people look at me crazy and shit like that. Like, why you looking at me like that? You looked at me the wrong way. I'm about to steal from your stove, bro. Like, why you looking at me like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you had the audacity or even 5 minutes to ask me about my fucking life, I wouldn't rob your stove, but you looking at me crazy as fuck. So I'm about to take your shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just don't make no sense to me why people be acting like that out here. Then when you try to go get a job, they still look at you the same way. So what's the fucking point in going to get a job if they still gonna look at you the same way? So that's why I went and worked for a foreigner, because a foreigner don't look at me like that. Barely even speaks English, man. And he gave me a job over a white person. That's why I had disrespect for white people. And that's my own blood, bro. I mean, you see how white I am? I am white.
So what's the hardest part of your life without an education?
Being white.
Being white.
I fucking hate being white. That's the worst fucking part of my life. I wish and pray to God I would have never been white.
And whoever said about, you think it's the drugs? No, I agree. Of course, drugs are playing a part in, how she acts. But it's more than that. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Right now, it's more like this is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, some of the, I don't know how to word it, but it's more than just the drugs as far as like her acting that way. I think she's playing like a kind of a character in a way to make it out there, in my opinion. But of course, yeah, probably being up for days, that'll influence you. When you're on meth, you're up for days, you don't sleep. When you're homeless, you don't have anywhere to sleep, that'll even create you to be up for days, because you don't want to sleep, get robbed, you have nowhere to sleep, you're up, it all comes into play. It's crazy. And I definitely do feel bad for her. I wish she would have made it out of there. I really do. It makes me sad.
That's what I wish.
You wish you were black?
I wish I was black or Mexican, yes. I wish I had never been fucking white, ever in my life. Ever in my life. Because white people, they don't have their own people back. They don't do nothing for their own people. They don't do shit for their people, bro. They don't do nothing for their own people. You see me? My whole family out there. Well, what's up with me, bro? I'm the only one. I'm the only one that represented God for those people. Representing all this shit for these people. And they ain't doing a pot to piss in for me. All I got is a black person and Mexicans helping me out. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I don't ask a white person for shit because they look at you crazy because they think they got money. It's cool, bro. Shit ain't cool. I'll rob you real quick, bro. And I'm white as fuck. You don't do that shit to somebody that's your own fucking kind. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that shit, bro.
You been in love before?
Huh?
You been in love before, Hannah?
Loved? Yeah, by Dontel, my ex. I don't even know where the fuck he's at. Because I don't have a working phone to even figure out where he's at. And he's black. Yeah. A white person, the only person I ever loved was my baby daddy, was the father of my child, Stephen Balcom. And that's the only white person. Only white person. Stephen Balcom, bro. I don't even know where he's at. Because I cannot get any contact with anybody but my mom. People telling me my dad, people telling me my dad dead, my grandma dead, people telling me these people dead, but every time I try to call, nobody answers, so now it's making me think, are they really dead though? Like, I don't understand what's going on. And this shit just happened to me like not even 2 or 3 days ago. This shit on my face, they had to super glue my face because I don't fuck with police. So they just super glue my face like this. I don't even know crazy glue, super glue is supposed to even be in your face like this. But
And I just want to make a comment. No, never mind. I'm not going to give it. I already said I'm not making fun of her. I'm not making fun of addiction. Whoever's saying, like, oh, addiction's not funny. Lighten up. I know what addiction is. I lived it. So don't tell me what, you know what I'm saying? We could still find somebody funny. I'm not laughing at the addiction. I think it's cute, some of this stuff. It's funny. Like, I'm allowed to laugh. I think if I was sitting there with her laughing, we'd probably laugh together. So just stop it. It's funny for not the reason of being an addiction or anything. Anyway, hey, Caitlin, thank you. Hey, Thomas. All right, let me continue.
I'm not going to no police. I'm not going to no hospital. Fuck that.
Do you get depressed sometimes or angry, or what kind of emotions do you go through?
A lot.
Which ones?
Like, I want to kill him, bro. I want to kill him. Delvon Logan, whatever his name is. He says he's Block Crip, whatever that is. Like, you don't do that, bro. Delvon Logan. Nigga's a rapist, bro. I've seen him do this to all these other females, and I know that's what you did to me. Except I have God and Satan on my side, so I was able to have a third eye open and seeing what you did to me, bro. That's why I'm still alive. I didn't used to be this skinny. I used to be 190 pounds, bro. This dude gave me crystal and had fentanyl in it, and I started seizing out. And then he started raping me. But what he didn't know is God and me fuck with each other, and me and Satan fuck with each other, that I was awake the whole time, and he had no idea that I knew what was going on. But I just had to pretend, you know what I'm saying? So when I called him out on it, this is what happens to my face. You can't really do nothing when a full-grown black dude throws something at your face, you know what I'm saying? I can't really fight like that. Like, look how little I am. I can't do nothing no more.
What are you afraid of?
Afraid of
What do you worry about?
black dudes that are retarded and pretend they ain't. Because that dude said he wasn't retarded, but he was really fucking retarded, bro. He was retarded. That's what scares me. How you act like you a cool black dude, and then you really fucking retarded, bro. And I sit here and stick up for your ass, and this is what I get. Because I told you to have respect for your daughter, for you to talk to your daughter and have respect and leave me be to talk to your daughter, and you throw a glass in my face? That shit ain't nothing but respect. That's like you talking to your kid, if you have one. That's like you talking to your kid and me all up in your business while you talking to your kid. That's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? You talking to your child, bro. I don't know you like that. I'm letting you have your time with your child. Why are you getting that mad? You gotta throw a glass cup at me when I'm trying to give you respect with your child. Who does it? Like, who does it? I ain't even do nothing wrong. You got that mad that you had to do this shit for, like, what the fuck, man? I can't even talk, bro. Like, I can't even speak because of this. Because this shit had me all the way, like, fucked up. Like, I didn't even used to look like this. If I could show you what I used to look like, you'd be like, what the fuck, that's you? Like, this don't even look like me at all. And then this, I don't even know what this is. I guess I was trying to shave my head to look like a dude so people would leave me alone or something. I don't know. I really don't even know what this was. But I got homies everywhere. And if I told anybody about this dude, it'd be over with for them. But I don't want to do that. But it seems like I'm going to have to. Because they're going to be asking me about my face. I can't really hide that. You know what I'm saying?
I think you just did. What would you say is the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
Don't trust everybody. Do not trust anybody. Just because they seem nice, just because they want to help you out, that don't mean shit. That don't mean shit, bro. Just because they want to help you out, bro. If they want to help you out, they can do it in public. Like, they don't need to be nowhere near you, near your room, near a place, an alley, or whatever that nobody can see you if you do not feel that comfortable with that person. Because I felt comfortable with the person because the person seemed comfortable. And this is what happens. This is what happens. And then he's supposedly done it to 3, 4, 5, 6 different females, man. Like, you just, I don't even know.
All right.
Shit making me sweat. Think about it.
Well, Hannah, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Yeah.
Be careful out there.
Yeah, and his name's Delvon Logan. Delvon Logan. So if anybody mention his name or if you hear that name, just say and tell them no, bro. No.
All right, Don. Thank you very much.
You welcome.
And like I said, I found that Delvon Logan, and he ended up dying of a drug overdose like a year after this interview. And they found him in a parking lot, overdosed. Yep. Isn't that interesting to see her like that, and then like to see those pictures? Like how different he looks. Isn't it? It's like, wow. So different. So different. Like, it's like, oh. Okay, so I'm gonna, hold on one second, go through some of the posts, but real quick, no, I wanted to say it is a YouTube channel. Who asked about that? Hold on a second. Jenny, it is a YouTube channel, but this interview is only on the app. So that's probably why you maybe heard me say app. So he has a YouTube channel. I watch him all the time because he has like, he interviews so many interesting people. Like they're so interesting because the people he interviews, people from Skid Row, like ex gang members, all kinds of different unique, for anybody, like unique people. But he also has an app where things that he doesn't release on his YouTube channel is on an app. So this interview is only on his app. It's not on his channel. But yeah, he does have a YouTube channel, Software Underbelly. I'd recommend it. It's very eye-opening. There's a lot of like just two different lifestyles and stuff. I would definitely recommend him. Recommend that channel. I don't know, Thomas. They do, Susie. They do. Yeah. No, Melissa. I didn't, but I'm gonna have to look for that. Yeah. Maybe I'll put it in I'll make a video if I find it. I haven't seen that one. I'm trying to think. I thought I went through all of Paul's, but maybe there was a few that I was gonna go back to and I didn't. Can you send me it? Send me the one you're talking about, Melissa. That'd be awesome. Okay, so let me show you. I could play it like, I don't know if it would be good. I don't know if it would be good to put it before like one of the phone calls. Yeah, send it to me. All right. Oh, thank you, Danielle. Yay. Thank you. Oh, wait, are you talking about the one that I played? You're talking about are you sure you're not talking about the one that we went over on my channel a couple times, where he's playing baseball? I thought you said Minecraft. Didn't you say Minecraft? I don't know. Maybe you're talking about another one. We did get to hear him when he was because I did it, actually I had it on a live and then I did it pre-recorded, I think, too. But maybe you're talking about something else. But when he's watching G's baseball game and he tells him to like be quiet, or is there something else? Oh, he's hitting the. Wait, is it on her YouTube channel? Because it's copyrighted. I can't even play her YouTube channel. We tried to watch it on a live and it took the live down. Not even a claim. It took it down where it won't even let you play her channel. It's crazy. But can you just email me and then we'll go over it when I do a video on that. I'm getting confused. Well, can you send it to me, Melissa? Yeah, I have the channel. Okay. Well, his TikTok too. But I'm saying, can you just send me the video of which one it's on for me? And then, all right, let's get back to Hannah real quick. But yeah, just send it to me on the one that it's on. And then on the next time we do a video on that case, we'll watch it together. If that's okay. All Yeah, because he has a ton of them. Yeah, you're going to have to send me which one it's on. There's too many. Yeah, I'll go through them, but if you could just send it, that would be helpful because there is a lot of them. Dang, there are a lot of. Oh, you did? There are a lot of ones that are different than one on his TikTok. Dude, we should actually do a. Wonder if he has it set up the same way as. Do you think that it'll be the same thing as Sean does though? I'm a little bit nervous because I was saying we should do a live where we could just watch all of these, but I don't know. I'm nervous because Sean did that. Um, what do you think? Do you think we'll be like his will do the same thing where it's like copyrighted where YouTube just takes it down? Yeah, I'm watching it right now, but I don't know which one the Timothy thing is on, but all right, sorry, we'll go back to Hannah. Um yeah, it's the same as the TikTok. How am I gonna ask Paul, Chris? It's Paul. We're talking about Paul Ferguson. Silly. But I'll try. I'll try maybe tomorrow. What is today? Let's do it tomorrow. We'll try. But Melissa, if you could send me which one though, because there's no way we're gonna even be able to watch. There's so many. I mean, how are we gonna be able to watch all of them? So, can you just send me? Oh, you said you already did send it to me. No, you did. I didn't get it. If you sent it to me already, I don't have it. Yeah, and then that will help. And then so I'll be able to for sure we could for sure watch that one. And then we could go through some of the ones where it's him and it's not him just playing that game or whatever. Because those are the ones where I probably am not going to go through a lot of those, but if there's something interesting like that, we will. Yeah, we could do that. We'll do that tomorrow. But don't get your hopes up because, well, maybe it'll be all right. Can somebody give the email? There's the email. But I just say it won't be surprised if it's the only thing. It's is if some reason he has it copyrighted. So somehow Shonda's YouTube channel somehow it's copyrighted through Rumble. It was Rumble who took it down. So Rumble had a copyright, one of the copyrights that doesn't just claim, it's a copyright where it freaking took it down, it will not let you watch it. And the owner was Rumble. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay. All right, thanks. So let's get back to there's the email, Melissa. Let's get back to Hannah, and then tomorrow we'll do Paul. We'll go through Paul's stuff. We can go through his Facebook too again, but we'll go through his channel and even maybe some of the ones. I think I went through most of his Twitter already though. But we could go through yeah, we'll just go through the YouTube. All right. Yeah, no, I know. I have it. I just want you to send me the specific video, Melissa. That's all. Okay, so back to Hannah. Sorry, I'm getting off track. Yeah, maybe. I don't know though. I feel like the ones that are set up where it just takes it down, I don't think it matters though. You know what I'm saying? It's like it doesn't even give you a chance to like say no, it's fair use. It just takes it down. So I don't think it will. But I think we don't. It might not. Just because Sean does it doesn't mean his is going to be set up that way. So I'm going to try tomorrow. We'll watch them together. I'll try to pick out like more interesting ones, and then Melissa sent me the one where, and maybe I'll. Oh, I was going to say maybe I could find more that has. All right, so let's get back to Hannah. So let me read Did you get my email, Melissa? Oh, yay. Deep dive. Not to take a... Yeah, me too. Yeah. I know. We should, Wolfpack. Oh, was that you? All right. Now I feel like, hold on, where was I? I'm so sidetracked now. I don't remember what I was going to do next with Hannah. Shoot. Dang it. I get sidetracked really easily. That's why I always try to stay like one case at a time, because it's just, maybe I do have ADD. I don't know. I never did growing up, but maybe I developed it. Because somebody told me there's research that addiction, like drugs, can mimic, like, not when you're obviously when you're high, but I mean, like, when you're recovering, but the long-term effects, sometimes they can mimic like ADHD. Somebody, I think in chat was telling me, where it looks similar to ADHD, but it's from like prolonged drug use. So I wonder if that's why. Wait, what are you wowing about, Caitlin? What's up? I've been here a long time then. Wow. Oh, okay. Wait, what do you mean though? Yeah, no, but I mean the opposite, Petty. I get that. I get people self-diagnose. But what I'm saying is long-term drug use, the after effects. So where I am right now, sometimes there's been reports where people are having like similar symptoms to like ADHD, but we've never had it as a kid, but thinking that it's from, I forget what the person called it, but that it's from, the drugs that cause like the similar effects. Not like while you're high though. I'm talking about like long-term after effects. I hope I'm explaining it. But yeah, definitely people self-medicate for a lot of stuff, and it's just, yeah. So yeah, so now I'm like really sidetracked. What was I gonna do? Dang it. So we went through all the pictures. Oh, I was gonna go through a couple of the posts. Yeah, let's go back because I want to give this case the attention. I don't want to like veer off. This is about Hannah right now, so let's get back on to Hannah. Oh, thanks, Soul, for gifting. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to take a break from all the other and give, because I feel like nobody else, I feel like, well, I don't know. It wasn't really a big case that people were talking about, but I don't know, something about it got me. All right. So some of these posts. So visit with great auntie. Aww. Oh, this isn't even Hannah, but this is her son. It says, too sweet. So glad to see y'all. And Kingston needs to have a play date. Love this so much. Beautiful picture. Your grandson's so cute. She is so proud of her grandson too. And then this is her mom's posting this. She's so proud of, Hannah. Like she posts her pictures. Somebody said this pic looks like her baby boy. So Hannah's son. And her mom says, it does. Somebody says, so beautiful, so beautiful. This is her and her aunt. 20 years ago, Auntie and Hannah. Her mom posted. Oh, her friends post. That's another thing I was going to do. The friends, too. This is her and her baby. So this says April 29th, 2021. So 2023, so August. So yeah, 2 years before she died, but that, I guess that is if it was posted. This picture was posted when it was taken. I guess it might not have been, but hold on. 11th grade beauty and beau, 3rd grade alternate, whatever that means. So that must have been her in high school. But her mom's posting it in 2020. And this is posted in 2020, but it's from high school. So 10th grade homecoming court at high school or whatever, HCS, escorted by her uncle. So yeah, I think her uncle was her like father figure in her life, the male, because for some reason I'm thinking her dad wasn't, I don't know. From what I've gathered, it seems like her dad might not have been around too much, or I mean they were divorced, so I don't know. I mean maybe, but he does, it looks like he was in jail a few times, but I don't know. She says she's a beautiful girl. Tell her Alex said hello. Thank you. Will, love you. Beautiful. Love her. How cute. That's her son. Her and her mom. Hannah added 2 photos to the album. Mother and her uncle says, look how pretty you all 2 are. I love these pics. A nice looking family. So this is her mom posting all this. So 2019, she posted this. She posted this 2019. August 10th, 2002 at cousin's wedding. Somebody says memories, how they linger. Good pic, good pic. Such a cute pic of you two. Beautiful young ladies. Beautiful. She looks just like you. Gorgeous. Is this your daughter? And she says, it is. The best gift of you. Oh, yes. So lovely. You must be so proud. So so her friend reached out. Edward, he reached out to me. So before we go through his pictures, let me show you, kind of give what he said. Let me make sure I have these in order. Yeah, they're kind of scattered, but oh well, the ones where it says with Edward, they're kind of scattered, but he sent me some pictures. He said, here's some pictures you could use for your channel. Or I don't know exactly how he worded it, but basically I could use, because he was friends with her. Let me get his email. Hold on. All right. So he says, Hey, I saw your most recent video and wanted to share some photos for your YouTube channel. Hannah was a close friend for a long while. We also went to school and hung out daily until she started getting bad off. So he's talking about the Software Underbelly interview, and he says she lies about her parents and upbringing. So, which a couple people that reached out said the same thing, that that's not true. She had a good upbringing. So, some saying she was probably just putting on, like this character and number one, to make her story look more like, oh, she came from such a bad family, like, to get a more interesting story, in her probably mind, even though I think it's just as interesting, the true story would be, and also, to put up that toughness. And it says, what is also sad is she left a baby boy behind. Here are some pictures from when we hung out. Okay. Dang it, I should have had these all together. All right, so here. Ooh. All right. So we have him and her, it says. Edward and I kicking a few back, waiting to see what else is in store for us. So this is November 2014. Now this is somebody else because it's gonna, for some reason when I posted them into this file, they kind of didn't go in order, but this is, I hate it went this way, Hannah. You were always so bright. So this is somebody else posting, this Brandon. So after she died, obviously, because he's saying, I hate it that it went this way. Yeah, August 17th. Because this happened August 3rd. Was it August 13th, I think it was? I think yeah, August 13th is when she passed. Here's another one with Edward, the one that reached out. It says, Bahama Mama, bitches. FW. What does FWM mean? I don't know. Hannah loves Edie, or Hannah loves Ed. And that's Edward. Oh, that's her. Here's another one with them. It says, this is 2015 July. Edward England, good times, good times. That's a good point, yeah. I hope not. Oh, hey, Annabelle. Cat, the homie. I'm not gonna say that word, but and then this is her and her mom. We already saw that pic. So this is her. It says, throwing the peace sign up for ya. What a gangsta. Hashtag not, hashtag nerd. Her son. I already went through that one. Wait, why is it going through these again? Hold on.
A mother's worth.
Hold on a second. Let me go back up here now. All right, so this is people now responding about the death. So sad. Hold on one second. This is when he said, I hate it went this way, Hannah. You were always so bright. Somebody says, so tragic. Miss her. Yes, August 17th. Let me make sure that was the. Hold on. Which one? Where is that at? Oh, it's these ones. Okay. Let me put this up. Okay. This was July 18th, 2019. This is his, I'm pretty sure it was her dad posting that. Why did I keep hitting the wrong buttons? Oh, that's why I skipped to that one. Okay. Now I was like, why did I skip those? Because there was nothing that I wanted to share on those. Okay. So this is people writing to her mom afterwards. Says, praying for you, my friend. She says, thank you, Lori. I wish I could give you a big hug through the phone. I'm so sorry, Lisa. I don't even have words. Hannah was more than a friend in our house. I'm so grateful for you and the life you are giving her son. Her sweet spirit live on through him. You have my prayers. She says, thank you so much, Tammy. My heart is so sad. I know she is with Jesus now. It breaks my heart not being able to talk to her. And somebody responds, I'm so sorry for what you're going through. Please know I am praying for you. I sent you a private message thinking of you. The world is so full of evil. The enemy may have won the battle and Hannah's life was lost, but Jesus wills the war, and he will take radical vengeance on behalf of our Hannah. I guess that's the same thing. All right, let me do their. Yeah, if you guys want to see the I guess I could go over it one more time. The report that I got, at least some of it. Let me just do a couple more emails that I got. Okay, so that was Edward, and then so another person reached out that knew her, and she says, "Hey, so that is Hannah in the video," because there's people like, that's not her, that's not her. And she's like, yeah, no, that is her in the video. I saw her about a month before she died. We actually went to rehab together too, about 4 years ago. Sober Hannah was amazing. She was incredibly funny and can sing and was just her own vibe. She was loved by a lot of people here in Jackson, Mississippi. A lot of people. She does have a son, though, who lives with her mom. The last time I saw her, a mutual friend of ours actually paid to bring her home and stayed with him at his hotel room for a while. So he paid to bring her home. She stayed with him, but she was using meth and whatnot, and things went south real quick. And I thought she had to go back. And she had to get another food stamp card because our friend lost her wallet with hers in it. At least that's what she said she had to go back for, is to get a food stamp card, okay? I can almost guarantee she overdosed and the guy panicked. But another friend, so this is before those results, so she's like, I bet you the guy panicked. But another friend, after I told him what happened, said he had spoken with Hannah a week before she died, saying that if she didn't come home, the Hispanic guy was going to end up killing her. So I don't know if she was involved with this guy or what. Because remember, they said the 26-year-old was a Hispanic that where she was found. So this girl's saying that she said another friend, after I told him what happened, said he had spoken with Hannah a week before she died, saying that if she didn't come home that the Hispanic guy was going to end up killing her. So I don't know if she was involved with this guy or what, but basically, yes, it's Hannah. She comes from a nice family in Madison, Mississippi. She grew up super bougie, had all the preppy rich friends. I'm sure she was an only child too. I'm pretty sure she was an only child too. So pray for her family and her son. Okay. Oh, and then there was another person that was supposed to come on, actually. He used to date her, and he said the same, basically same stuff, how she oh, here, let me find his. I went back and forth, and he said he was going to come on for an interview, and then he never ended up showing up. Hold on, let me find his oh, I got your video, Melissa. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for. We'll have a good live tomorrow. We could go through all that stuff. Thanks for letting me know about that. Thank you. I saw all the TikToks, but I didn't the YouTube. So thank you. All right, so this guy that used to date her, he said that I saw your comment on Reddit, wanted to reach out. I grew up with Hannah and we dated What does FWB stand for, guys? Oh, friends with benefits. I just caught it because he has dated / FWB. So that's what that means. But they did that for about a year. This was in 2012, 2013. Since then, we kept in touch on and off through the years. I'd be fine with having a conversation with you. So he was supposed to come on that one live, and then we had it planned, and he never came. But he said because I asked a couple questions through the emails. He said we last talked about 8 months ago. I would be willing to talk. I would prefer to remain anonymous, which I'm never gave his name, with your viewers, and then he gives me his real information, which I'm not going to share, just to verify that he's legit. And then he says, yes, that was her in Soft White Underbelly, and to the ones that know her can tell you she must have had something going on at that time because the claims she made were false. Says, yes, it's definitely her. Shortly after that, she went back home and was picked up on a warrant and spent a few months in jail before going back to Cali. All the photos are when she was 18 to 21. So there was like 3 or 4 photos that all the news were using. He said those were all from when she was 18 to 21. She just turned 30. It just depends on what time tomorrow. I work until 7. So when we were trying to set up him coming on. And I remember because I scheduled the live later so he could come, and he never showed up. Anyway, so basically he's saying, yeah, she went back home. So she goes back home. He's saying, like, after the Soft White Underbelly, she goes back home, gets picked up on a warrant in Mississippi, goes to jail for a few months, and then, and I'm sure it's all drug related because drugs are illegal. So, it doesn't make you a huge criminal. It's just, they're illegal. So, when you're an addict, it just sucks. It's like, you could be like, not a bad person at all, but then have to go to jail because you're an addict and, you're on drugs or get caught with drugs. I just think it's sad because I do think that she had it in her where she could have quit and came and been successful, you know what I'm saying, in life and been good and been able to be a mother to, you know what I'm saying, or to her son. And I do think she had the potential. So it's just sad that fentanyl got her. Anyway, so yeah, so she went back to Cali and let's see what else. That might be the only other email. Yeah, that's all. So, and then I thought I was going to have him on. So, box. All right. So, what do you guys think? Oh, that's what I was gonna go over that one more time for people that maybe. Why do I feel like I was kind of all over the place for this? I like set all the results before I even went through stuff. I don't know. I didn't do a very good job setting up how I presented this. Which sucks because I've been so anxious to share this because we've been wondering, at least those of you that follow this with me, we wanted to know this so bad, and so I've been so anxious, and then I don't know why I feel like I didn't present it very good. But I wanted right here. I just wanted to, because I skipped over this real quick, I think, but where it says no evidence of foul play. Let me make sure I didn't miss. So moderate decomposition, because we're trying to figure out how long. So I mean, it still could. It probably was a couple hours at the. You know what I'm saying? That would fit along. It was probably that evening, and you know. So he had a argument. He fled this. He ended up fleeing the scene. And then it says detectives are heading out to the scene to determine whether this is a homicide or overdose. So what they're hearing is that the mom goes in to check on her son and when she walks in it, she observed a body wrapped in plastic lying next to her son. When the owner of the home calls 911, the son flees the scene and his whereabouts are unknown at the time of the call. The FD observed what appears to be a tattoo and a brawl within the plastic wrap. The owner's son is a known drug user. Their detectives were heading out to the scene to determine whether this is a homicide or an overdose. Assign me at 10:15 hours. The coroner, that's the coroner. He arrived on the scene at 10:47. So in the morning, so it took, that long for them to come. Wow, that's like 10, almost 9 hours, 8 hours. Oh no, never mind. That's 2:59. So it was 1:45 that the father got in a verbal argument. Wait a minute. I thought this was on silent. So 2:59. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out. So maybe 7 hours they were there before the coroner got there. So this said, oh. I spoke with the detective at the scene. He told me 8:13:23 at approximately 1:45 a.m. a father got into a verbal argument with his son. As the father was leaving the son's room, he saw the decedent on the floor, unresponsive, wrapped in plastic. The son fled the scene. The father called 911. LAPD started cutting the plastic to see early stages of decomposition. So yeah, because look, paramedic pronounced death at the scene at 1:50 a.m. So that's when they were pronounced dead. The son is a known drug user. 1:50 a.m. Yeah, 50. So yeah, it did take 8 hours, almost 8. Wait, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 8 hours for the coroner. Because look, the coroner arrived at 10:47. The decedent is located on the floor east room of a 2-floor residence. It was on the first floor of a 2-floor residence. The entrance to the room is along the north wall and opens to the bedroom. The decedent is seen behind the door. The decedent was wrapped in plastic, clear tape, and duct tape. Paramedics and fire? What is FD? Fire department or FD? Used a scissor to try to get the plastic. In northwest corner along the west wall is a closet. Along the south wall, the bedroom is a bed with a large roll of plastic that was possibly used to wrap the decedent. So wonder, did he just have a roll of plastic laying around? West of the decedent is an empty roll of clear tape. The decedent is wrapped in multiple layers of plastic. It appeared that the decedent's head is toward the south and her feet toward the north. So she was wrapped, they said her upper The decedent was unwrapped. The decedent was wrapped with a blanket along the upper torso, and the lower extremities were wrapped with a sheet and duct tape. But it doesn't sound like she had a shirt on. It's just like she was wearing a gray bra and gray shorts. No signs of trauma. Rigor mortis has been resolved. Lividity is fixed and consistent with the position found. So it does make me wonder, where is her shirt at? Did he take off her shirt or what? Because why is she just walking around in her bra and shorts, I guess? Which is kind of interesting. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's why we didn't hear anything about it, because it was a homicide investigation, but the conclusion was no foul play. So I guess that's why there was no update or whatever, but Jay, yeah. Oh yeah, no, I know it does. Did you watch I played at the beginning, the Law and Crime, that guy, he explained it at the beginning, how it's, that it releases that. Yeah, because you build up gases. I knew that, actually. I remember learning that from the Watts case. I didn't realize, so I guess I just didn't think about it too much. But yeah, your body builds up gases and alcohol, and yeah. But actually, do you guys rewind it, Melissa? Because I played the Law and Crime, where the guy kind of talks about that a little bit and why that would happen and stuff. So yeah. Well, actually, let's see how long, because I think he even goes on to say how long, but I forget what he says. So let's just look how long it would take to actually build up to smell, but the plastic, being wrapped in plastic, could have actually sped up that process. I think he even, doesn't he say something like that, where it could have sped it up too? Let me just see how long. Wow, this says 4 to 10 days after stage 3 putrefaction or whatever. But I do think that because of wrapped in plastic, it could have maybe sped that up. Hold on a second. This one says 2 to 3 days. Hold on. This one says the smell begins 24 to 48 hours. Okay. And intensifies but anytime between 4 to 10 days. So this is a detectable decomposition smell. So I guess I don't, but I actually typed in the gas. Hold on a second. I'm trying to do the gas, because we're just trying to figure out, some people might not understand. It's because we're trying to figure out how long did he sit there? How long did he sit there with her, basically? Was it just that night, or could it have been long? Could it have been like a whole day? I was like thinking it was probably just that evening, but I don't know. It's just tricky because, every case is so unique. So this is unique because he had a wrap with duct tape. He had a blanket, duct tape, and then the plastic. So that, I mean, where do they have an example where they could give you the results in that exact occurrence? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we can't know for sure because they don't have research on, a body wrapped in plastic and duct tape. and decomposing, how long would it take to build up the gases and smell? You know, so it's tricky. But as far as in general, it says, you know, 24, 48 hours it will start smelling, but the putrefaction, I can't say that word right, but yeah, that's like it get 4 to 10 days, but I don't think it didn't necessarily have to be to that point. The gases. What are you guys saying? Let's see. Oh yeah, definitely. I think it was definitely he was trying to cover it. That's why the blanket and the sheet and stuff. I think he was thinking that it would help. But why you think it really would help? Are you saying you think that it was longer because that helped? Because I'm not really sure if it would actually really hold it in that much. I mean, somebody might think that. I could see him thinking that, but would it really? I don't know. I don't think it would. I think it would escape out because it wouldn't be like airtight, like vacuum sealed. So I think it would escape out regardless. But yeah, I'm sure he thought that. But my thing is, I'm trying to figure out how long did he go though? Did he go a couple days, or did they discover it right away? Because I think he was going to try to hide it. And what would have happened? Would he have ended up doing the right thing and just calling somebody, or would he have went through with it and somehow got rid of her if he could have? You know what I'm saying? I guess we'll never know, but that's why I would have liked to, you know, interview him, but I don't know what happened to him. I know, I'm wondering, maybe it was more than one day. Maybe it didn't happen that night. Maybe it happened the day before. Now that I'm thinking about it. Now I'm wondering. Yeah, I mean, I could think about it. He's, you know, a drug user too. Was he using meth too? Maybe they were up for days or whatever. He's all out of it. That happens. He probably wasn't in the right state of mind too, on top of everything. Like, holy crap, what the heck do I do? Like the friend said, she thinks he probably just like freaked out. But then, remember that remark she said though? That she talked to a friend, or what, a week prior or whatever, and said, if I don't get out of here, the Hispanic guy is gonna end up killing me. Man, there's like allergies. My nose is itching like crazy. I have my window open, but dang it, I wouldn't think. Oh, thanks, cotton candy. I love cotton candy. Oh my god, cotton candy is my favorite. Yeah, that's true. So, but it also, think about this. You're up for days. You could have paranoid thoughts too. So she could have said that in the not the right state of mind, been paranoid and said something that maybe isn't accurate too. So I don't, you know what I'm saying about about the Hispanic killing her if she didn't get out of there. That might not be in the right state of mind where she said that. So I don't know, it's tricky. Oh, here. I'll just, the cause of death here, I'll show you. Hold on. Sorry. I know some people are just getting in here, and 1 second. We'll go through it all. I separated it because it was driving me crazy where they weren't in order as I was trying to go through them. So I put some here, and then I put the ones that, I don't know, they had like this had 3 pages that should have been in order, and then the 2 pages. So I kind of separated it, but this all came. So we have, So this just goes over like all the weight of the heart and all that stuff. So that didn't really show working, loading. Okay, so no evidence of foul play. And then where it says no hemorrhage. Okay, where does it say? I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything in this stuff, but no. Right here. It says, from the anatomic findings and pertinent history, I ascribe the death to fentanyl and methamphetamine effects. Right here. So that person that asked, are you in here? Can you see? And then it goes over the toxicology. Hold on. So I went over this where it shows, so presumptive positive is when it says PP, and then the ones we need to know is that the ND is not detected, and then the other ones will show the amount. So, but here, page 1 is right here. So, benzos, which Xanax would be a benzodiazepine, that's presumptive positive. Cocaine metabolites is presumptive positive. Fentanyl is presumptive positive. Methamphetamine and MDMA is presumptive positive. One of the metabolites, so that's from the blood, the heart, blood from the heart. And then this is blood femoral. So it has fentanyl is present, norfentanyl, the mitragynine, which said it was kratom or whatever. I don't something, but that has there's 2.7 nanograms of milliliters. Amphetamine is present, methamphetamine, alprazolam. There was one where I swear I had hold on a second. I guess there wasn't Coke. I thought I saw Coke, but I guess not when I talked about that earlier, but I guess there isn't. I thought I saw that, but no. But yeah, fentanyl. Specimen, doesn't say. But yeah, see, it's basically the same stuff. This fentanyl is present. Inconclusive is on this one, the mitragynine. Amphetamine, methamphetamine. So basically fentanyl and meth and benzos. So and that mitragynine or whatever is what is in. Oh, that's where I got that. I knew I saw something where it said, and I quoted it right when I talked about it earlier. I said presumptive positive. Yes. Cocaine and metabolites, presumptive positive. I missed that. Now, so I'm pretty sure how it works is the presumptive positive is what happens before then they confirm it or whatever. So I remember like learning a little bit extra when I was doing the Kylie toxicology. So just because the presumptive positive, then when they go and do the next test, it could not come out. So it could not, I don't know what the right word is. So it doesn't mean, I guess, I mean, maybe there was just like not enough for it to be confirmed. So maybe there was just, I don't know for sure, but it never got confirmed. So it was presumptive positive, but then there was no confirmation of it. So maybe does that, it could mean because there was just a little amount, maybe, I don't know. But the cocaine metabolites did get presumptive positive. So I'm wondering if it was just a little bit and it wasn't a lot. So here's the thing. Either she was like, you know, like to use fentanyl, or her meth was laced, cut with fentanyl, and she didn't even want it. And then she overdosed because that, maybe. Because there's no codeine or morphine in her system. Or heroin. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder, because usually a lot of, you know what I'm saying? If you're using it, you're probably using whatever kind of opiates you can get, right? So that makes me think that maybe it was that she wasn't even, the fentanyl was not on purpose, which happens a lot, you know, where she was just trying to, you know, get the mess, and it was cut with it, just like she was afraid when she, in that interview, how she doesn't like doing meth because you know, it's always cut with the fentanyl. So see, it could be either or. I mean, maybe she could have been using fentanyl on purpose, or it could have been an accident. But to not have any of the other opiates, but just fentanyl, makes me think it was an accident. But what do you guys think? I have like a hangnail thing. It's a nail that's like right. It's driving me nuts. Just a whole. Wait, what did that say? Whole death mix, especially this fentanyl on those uppers. Yeah, I'm just wondering if, yeah, the fentanyl was an accident, like it happens way too often. Way freaking too often. It just makes me mad. You know? Oh yeah, this explains it, because this explained that in the for Kylie too. It says, where is it? Enzyme linked the ELISA test, or whatever, ELISA test, provides only a preliminary analytical result that is contingent upon confirmatory tests. Like I was just saying that. A presumptive positive signifies a detection of a drug class and must be confirmed by an additional testing for true identification and or quantitation of a specific drug present in the specimen. Okay, so the cocaine and metabolites didn't get confirmed. So it had a presumptive positive, but did not get confirmed in the next test that they need to confirm it. So let me hold on. Go to, I want to make sure I read. Yeah, and then all the stuff they collected. There's no shirt. Yeah, socks, shorts, bra, blankets, blood stained card, fingernail kit, hair kit. And they did do a essay kit for to see if, you know, anything was done to her by him. And I mean, the conclusion is no foul play, so it doesn't, I mean, as far as that, but I mean, just the fact that he wrapped her in plastic and stuff like that, you would think there would be like an abusive corpse charge, and not Colin. You know what I'm saying? There probably is a few charges that it could be, but I cannot find any freaking charges. So no evidence of foul play. But yeah, I just want to make sure. I think there was one other thing that I can't find it, where I read it first. Where is it? Hold on a second. Oh, it's right here, because it's way over here. This right here. Where they... Yeah, 150. This is the one where it talks about, yeah, verbal argument with his son at 145. At approximately 145. And so yeah, they came quick, because by 150 she was pronounced dead. So yeah, his dad got right on it and called right away, obviously. It's like, what the heck? Wow. I'm gonna bring up, hold on one second. Here's her Facebook is still up. Dang it. There's not much on it. Says she studied radiology at Holmes Community College. Lived in Jackson. Got engaged in 2015. Let's look at comments. People commenting after that. It says, rest in peace, Hannah. I just read you were murdered by a... Yeah, but that's not true. But by a devil. Bless your heart, and you may rest in peace. To your deepest condolences. Unbelievable. Had an adorable son. Everything to live for. Why is the man that had her face not being released? We all need to call the police department and raise heck. Are they even doing anything to get this sweet girl in justice? Yeah, there's still a lot of stuff that I feel like isn't answered, you know? Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah. Like, what happened? What's the story? I want to see how the mom's doing. Hopefully she's okay. Well, she's definitely religious, so that probably helps her, you know. Trying to see if... Yeah, she posts a lot. I remember that now that I'm going through it. When I was going through it before, she does post a lot of stuff on Facebook. Anyway, it's so sad. Let me see if... Does she have her friends? Hold on. Yeah, because I think this one was her dad. If I'm remembering right, I think this was her dad, where she's like, hello, Hannah, hello, can you text? Hannah, Happy New Year's. Trying to get a hold of her. Anyway, guys. Oh, here's This is when they were going over the house when the news.
Know the identity of the victim at the center of a disturbing homicide in South LA. A search for the suspect is still underway. Police say 30-year-old Hannah Rachel Collins was found wrapped in plastic at a home just south of the 10 freeway. Officers say a woman living at that home made the discovery in her son's room yesterday after smelling gas. Authorities say they have identified the 26-year-old suspect, but have not released his name.
Oh, 1 second. Oh God, I wish I could do it without it. Hold on, give me 1 minute. Urgh. Give me 1 minute, guys. I want to go down. Okay. How do you make this go away? Urgh. Oh, I guess. Yeah, because actually we're good there anyway, because he told me he was all right. But with, wait, we're right here. Yeah. That's where she was found. It's a very unique yard. It's got like I remember this looks like this neighborhood I lived in Colorado. They had all these houses that look like this. Like more like urban, or what would you call that? I don't know, but when I was there like over 10 years ago, they look like very unique. There was one that had a thing that opened up, like it almost looked like a garage. It was so cool. But my point is, it's such a different style. Like this going to like these older ones, I feel like. Don't you think? Doesn't it feel like these were put up like way after this one, or even any of them? I don't know, I could be wrong, but yeah. We used to do those map. Oh, remember when me and Belle actually used to do those map videos where we just go on Google Maps and look around and just look at all the different people, and like you catch, because it's like basically Google truck drives through and then takes the picture. So you catch like different people on the side of the road or different things. It was kind of fun. Anyway, all right, let me chat with you guys. Ow. For you guys a little bit. So tomorrow we'll do a little poll video, and then yeah, I'll probably be able to get another jail call out tomorrow, definitely. Maybe even tonight, since I'm not doing subtitles. So the subtitles work, guys. It just takes a minute. So sometimes it depends. Sometimes on YouTube they could be up quicker than others. Like for instance, when I upload a video, sometimes it gets done with all of his checks and processing right away. Sometimes it takes like 10 minutes. Sometimes it takes 5 hours. It's just depends on how busy they are with YouTube and stuff. So that one time, the first video that I didn't do the subtitles, or that was that time. No, I guess, yeah, I just showed an example and people were checking examples. Yeah, so maybe it always does take a little while. So it works, but I uploaded it and people were like, it's not showing up. And I went and it showed processing. Sub captions are processing. So it took I don't know, maybe an hour or something. I don't know how long it took, but so it takes longer to process the captions. So those of you that need them, just wait a little bit. But I'm gonna try to upload it and wait like an hour or two before I publish it, and then give it time to process maybe. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do them anymore. I decided because it just takes too long, and I want to work on getting other stuff, other files, and researching. But I might do subtitles for certain parts, like if there's like important parts maybe that I want to point out, I might do it. Or if there's parts where it's really hard of hearing, I might end up doing subtitles. Like the last video, I did subtitles when it started getting staticky. So I might do that, so at least you guys could hear. Like at least I'll be the one to listen to it over and over and try to make out some whatever they're saying. So I might have subtitles for that kind of stuff. But yeah, otherwise I'm just gonna do them. What else did I want to tell you guys? Yeah, that's what I'll do. Oh, you guys. Bad news. So remember, I'm so disappointed today. I can tell you now. This is why I'm glad I didn't tell you guys who the jail calls were coming that I was excited for. Remember I said I don't want to tell you because if I get denied, I don't want you guys to be disappointed. And I got denied for the ones. Because there's certain counties are different, and I was so disappointed. I get the list of the ones to pick from, and then, which I'm glad that I didn't spend all weekend going through the list and picking which ones I want, because they're so expensive that and yeah, I got denied. And so it was gonna be Taylor Shabusiness. I was so anxious and looking forward, because oh my lord, like I would have loved to see what her phone calls were like. Who did she call? But I do have the list of the phone calls, but we won't be able to hear them because they denied them. I know. So I know, Ashley. I know. I was so anxious and so excited because it looked like that we were gonna be okay, but they still had to go through the final approval stage. Even the person that was like the contact person, that seemed like she even thought oh yeah, that's why she sent the list. It was like, oh yeah, I think she thought it was gonna be okay. And then yeah, but I'm glad because there was a long list just got today, so I was getting all excited going through it, picking out which ones I wanted. I would have been probably taking a lot of time going through it. So I'm glad though that at least I know before I took all that time going through picking out which ones I wanted, and then to get denied. So I'm glad I didn't do that, but still I was looking forward to the yeah. I know, I'm so disappointed. Because that would have been another that one, because I don't even know what to expect with her. You know what I'm saying? That would have been so interesting to see what was she like, because she was so how she acted at the trial and stuff. So weird. But I got a list of the calls. I mean, we could actually I could do that for a members video too. Because I have some members ones coming up, and maybe even if I don't have, I'm trying to think. I guess I don't have to necessarily wait till I finish all the Paul videos to get those out before I could do a members one, like the members, because I'm going to do the inmates, where Shonda lets a few of her cellmates, I guess, use her card. So I was going to do those. I am still going to do those, but what I'm saying is maybe I don't have to wait till I finish my uploads to do it. I don't know. Be looking for that. I'll say on the live when I'm going to do it. But maybe I could do the the call list for members too, because I need like members. I need members video and like ideas to do videos for members, because I have to give them, you know, some perks. I have to give you guys members some perks, you know, so it's only fair. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. We could go through the list. I don't know how entertaining it or whatever, how interesting it will be just to look at the list of who she called, but better than nothing. Oh yeah, that's a good idea, Jeannie. I already have a few others on the list too that, but like I said, I'm glad I didn't, hold on one second, let me write this down. I'm glad I didn't tell you and get you guys all excited, because the disappointment was sucked for me enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I didn't have to let you guys down. That's why I was like, no, I want to wait, because I'm not gonna until it's for sure, because I don't want to get you guys all excited. And then be let down. So I'm glad I waited. Oh, Trina. Her trial was just to end of July, August, either just this past summer. Oh, thanks for joining, Jay Brown. Thank you. It was just this end of this summer, her trial. She cut off, I don't want to say. So go look at that case. But I am going to actually, I did a couple videos on her. Go check out. I don't know if I have a playlist of hers, because usually I don't do a playlist unless I have like enough videos, because I have so many different playlists. It makes it hard to find. Let me see if I have one. But I still have some things coming up with her that I will be doing some stuff. I'm just not ready for it yet, because I do have some other stuff. But you can watch her trial. She had the trial, and then hold on, let me see if I have a Taylor playlist, because I don't remember how many videos. I think I only did a couple on her. Let me see. But I know a lot about her. I mean, I watched the trial, and she's the one that attacked her lawyer. Hold on. I'm seeing if I have a playlist of her. And I definitely did a few videos with her. But she was the one, so she attacked her lawyer. She freaking, just type in her name. You'll see. You'll see. It's definitely, but thank you, Jay Brown. Oh yeah, cotton candy. Didn't you hear me? I said I love cotton candy when you said that. Well, I guess that was a while ago. I was like, oh my god, I love cotton candy. Cotton candy. I love sugar. Cotton candy is so good. I love anything flavor cotton candy too. Play what? Because I'm not gonna. This is about Hannah. I'm not gonna. Are you talking about the Paul call? I don't want to play Paul call. My live's about Hannah. That would be stupid to mix it in. You know what I'm saying? Nobody would be able to know it was even there. I'd rather just wait to do it. I don't know or what are you talking about? Wish Dream Wish. Play what? Is that what you were talking about? Play a phone call or what? I'm not sure if that's even what you're talking about, but. Oh, Lauren, yay. I'm probably gonna end it and work on some other stuff because I'm done with the Hannah. I could play the quick um Taylor where she attacks her lawyer real quick because I mean but I'm not gonna do a phone call because people are waiting. I don't, you know what I'm saying? They're waiting. They're not gonna know it's in this video. Yeah, I'd rather not. Um, oh, I know, yeah. So you guys, anybody that just watched late, go watch. So I read the email of the guy that where the guy that wrapped her in plastic, he reached out to me. If you guys weren't there when at the beginning when I talked about it, he freaking reached out to me and wrote me a long email, which I read. It's just, and then I tried to reach back out and he was gone. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the heck happened. I can't find a charge for some reason. He had to have been charged with something. Why am I not able to find it for some reason? And then when I did the request, I paid like $5 for, like from Los Angeles for the court cases, and none of them was from. There was none of that. They were old cases. It's weird. Yeah, I'm guessing, Nomi. That's what I'm guessing. No, the guy that rapped her. The guy that was whose bedroom she was in, Ashley. He emailed me and I tried to reach back out because he said, you know, he would do an interview. So I was like, okay. And I wanted to confirm. So I was like, you know, ask for a pic because he said he would send me a picture so I could confirm it was him. And sorry, my lips are getting trapped. Because I couldn't confirm it, I never shared the email because I'm like, I don't know, it could be some wacko that's just making it up. But he even said, he's like, you could share this email, I don't care. But I was like, no, I mean, if I'll have him in an interview and we could see, but if he reaches back, you know, if he responds, but I don't know, I'm not going to tell people because as far as you guys, I mean, because he could just be lying or, you know, I just couldn't confirm it. Well, when I got this report last week and I read the detail about his dad, it was like, holy crap, that was him, because it would have been, all the news was just saying mom found son smelled gas. And he says in the email, he goes, this isn't really important, it's a really little detail, but they're like, basically he's confused why they're reporting that it was his mom. He's like, it wasn't my mom that found us, it was my dad. And that the report confirms that. And nobody, I mean, who else would have known that but him? You know? Nobody. All the news was saying the mom. They didn't mention anything about the dad. So I was like shocked. I remember my mom's like, you got something from LAPD? And I'm like down there, open it up and I'm reading it and standing by the kitchen table. And I'm just like, my mouth dropped. I'm like, oh my God, that was really him. My mom's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, dude, that was him. I just explained it to my mom. That was really the guy that contacted me. It did, yeah. It's like, oh my Lord. I thought it was, I honestly did think it was really him. You could, because so this is when I was with Juliet still, and right, he contacted me. It was like the night before I was on a trip that I left for my trip to go, my trip with her to, you know, how we met every month and so we could, you know, spend time with each other. So it was like the night before. So I was on the road. So I was like, okay, you know, because I drive, you know, to Pennsylvania and we meet halfway. So I read it to her and we were discussing it and we both thought that he was legit. We did both think it was him. We're like, oh my God, because there's certain things about it that's just made us think that, because the the details, like the certain details, it's like, just, I don't know. There's just like a few things we're like, we think this is him, but I couldn't confirm it. And with everything that happened with me, it was like, I'm not gonna, it's just, yeah, I need to be able to confirm it just because I was just getting off of everything that was going on with what happened with me and stuff. So it's like, it's not even worth it. If I can't confirm it, you know, it just makes me too nervous. Maybe somebody's just messing with me because of everything. So I did reach back. I was like, hey, I'm out of town right now, but I would love to talk with you. And, you know, first of all, I said, I need to confirm that you're legit. Can I have a picture or some confirmation? He never responded. So I just kind of was like, as much as he said, you know, you could share this email, I was like, I'm not even going to say anything because I can't confirm it. So I just didn't, but we both still thought it was, even Stacy, right? Soul, you too. I shared it with you too, right? We all thought, well, yeah, I did. Cause you thought the same thing. So we all were thinking it was probably legit, but I couldn't confirm it. So I just didn't say anything, but yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah, the email. That's why I think the email was something he just set up to reach out. You know what I'm saying? Because he was, you know, on the run at the time, probably scared, took off, and then so when he reached out, he's probably set something where it didn't connect him to anything. Because I tried to search it and it didn't connect him, so there was no way to connect him to anything. So, uh, but the message in itself made me think it was legit, just because certain things about it. And yeah, he's right. Um, so yeah, it's interesting. But a lot of people don't even know about that case, hence why there really wasn't a good turnout. But um, it was it was what not many people talked about, but I did, and I put a lot of time into this case, like going through like all the Facebooks and uh the family and trying to like link who her family was, and I went through all her mom posts a lot. I went through all the moms and um her dad, uncle, the friends that reached out and stuff. So yeah, definitely interesting. Um so yeah, let's do yeah, definitely I'll have a jail call out either later tonight or it's already 1 a.m. Tomorrow I'll get a jail call out. And then or a few. I'll probably do 3 in one. And then let's do the poll live tomorrow. Let's shoot for the poll live. I mean, sometimes things come up where I can't, but I'm gonna count on doing the poll where we'll go through those videos. Melissa, what are you saying? Said they're in sentences? Yeah, the father. Yep, because the father was in jail at the time. Uh, yeah. And then remember she said something like "Go Bears" or as he was walking out, and she did say "I love you." Yeah. Yeah, I did a couple videos. I think, you know what? Hold on a second, because it's actually worth watching the one where I let me find it real quick. Give me 1 minute. because I want to see how many I did. Hold on. Okay. Title. I'll make it easy for you guys. The ones that wanted to. Okay, so I have 3. Wait. 1. But I know I've done more than that. There's no way I only did one. Definitely spent a lot of time watching it. Hold on a second. Yeah, dude, check this one out because I did a good kind of deep dive just in one video. I feel like where I went through like her husband was in jail, in prison. Her dad, I went through her dad's stuff, her records. What else? Here, I'll share it. I swear I did more than one video of hers. That has got me, because I just put in title Taylor to see, and so unless if I did a video where I didn't put her name in it, but only one. Oh, that's a live. Let me see if I did any pre-record. So that's one video that I did that I think could be worth watching. Maybe if you want to look into like her husband and her dad and her records. All right, hold on one second. Let me see if I did a pre-record. That's so crazy. Because in my head, it's like, but I'm going to be doing more though. So, no, I cannot find any more. That is so crazy. How is that even possible? But yeah, if you guys check that out, I swear there was something else that I wanted to tell you guys. No, I don't know. I think I'm gonna do a little editing. It's Zeke. I got Zeke waiting in the bed over there. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I felt that as a compliment too. And that's why I feel like since I didn't hesitate. I reached right back out. So that's why I'm thinking that he either turned himself in right after that or something where he disappeared, or like shortly after that, or I mean, did he do something to himself? That's what I keep wondering. Because, like, what, where did there's something that probably happened that kept him from maybe being able to respond, I feel like. Yeah, Taylor, I guess I should have just brought up. Hold on, let's see. Well, there's like so much. It's like, where do you start? The Taylor. You can't just, you know what I'm saying? You can't just do it in one half hour or something. Um, but we can watch this. Oh, that's Fox. Hold on. So they found her boyfriend or the guy she was with that she killed, like his head was in a bucket. Her parents found it. It's just crazy. Yeah, look at this one. We'll just play one and then that's it. This is before the trial, though. Why is there no sound? Oh shoot, hold on. I screwed up and made, okay. This is her own lawyer. She's something else. I would have loved to see what the heck she's saying in her phone calls. And just the way she acted at trial.
Rachel, call. Is they bringing 7 in? Or, yeah, let's just go to secondary. I always want to stand by there. Billy, can you walk?
Watch breaking news.
Okay. Yeah, she's crazy. Here, let me see. See, now because the trial, it's like all that's coming up is like trial clips, but I want to find like a news clip where you guys could see something small. Hold on.
Kind of, in my opinion, sort of highly unusual that this picture, you know, of the deceased would be presented to the jury when the doctor can easily testify about, you know, the cause and manner of death.
Hold on one second.
Much, in my opinion, but I totally respect the court's ruling. I just want to make sure I made all my arguments to the court.
Sure. And I understand that. Photographs can be helpful to juries in understanding what witnesses are testifying to. For example, I think that argument could be made probably regarding every single photograph that's been entered into evidence, and that is, well, we can tell you what it looked like, and so you don't need to see a picture of it. Photos can be helpful. They can. And so I understand that.
She's so weird.
That argument. The doctor could just simply describe everything, but the question is this going to be helpful to the jury? And will the prejudicial effect outweigh the probative value? I don't think so.
Oh my God, she's so weird. I would have loved to have those calls. Dang it. It's making me like so much more disappointed now remembering how, well, I remember, but just like watching it, like what is going on in her head? That's why it'd be so, like those kind would be so interesting because it's like so like a mystery of what could she be thinking, you know? And then like this one where this is where the cops arrest her.
Please no body, please no. Nothing. Hey, is this blood? Does this look like blood to you? Or am I just tripping? Bloody footprint? You see this right here? Could possibly be blood. Hey, who did that? Hi, Taylor. How's it going? Officer Russell with the Green Bay Police Department. Just make sure you ain't got nothing on you here. With Taylor. Terry, I won't work here. I never work here. Just put your hands behind your back, please.
This is the night after she was cutting out.
You got blood on your hands here, blood on. No, on your hands. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to. What apartment are you in? Do you have Adam 3 come up?
You just gotta read the details. It's
On the
just,
double. Which apartment? One is what they came back to.
I guess we could. No, I mean, we should do a video on this too soon.
Yeah.
We gotta do some.
Yeah, go.
Okay, we can
Guys, hurry and get here now.
just to go over this.
Watch this window right here. Watch this window right here. Go. Go in here. Go in here. Come to the back of the apartments. That's where we are. You come over here. 2 more will be fine. If 84 is here, you have contact with the mail.
Hands up! Walk out towards me!
Have a seat. Have a seat.
Out towards me! Get out of the ground!
Who else is in the apartment? Be straight up. Tomes? Who else? Just Tomes? Is he armed? Nobody's armed?
Nobody's armed.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Greenbelt police! Is anybody get here? Announce yourself now!
Go ahead. Negative, we got enough here.
Okay, and for the record, 4 minutes of that exhibit, actually the entirety of that exhibit was played into the record. Officer, having reviewed that video, do you recognize the video that was depicted?
Yes.
Was that consistent with the body camera worn footage that you were wearing on February 23rd?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not on mute. Yeah, there is some. Right
A
here.
few hours ago, police were dispatched to an address on Stony Brook, the parents' house, Shad area. Do you know Shad? And how do you know Shad?
He's my ex.
Your ex-boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they found a kind of disturbing stuff at the house there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of blood. Basically Shad's head.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
I know.
And then, so we know you were there at one point
Yeah.
with Shad.
Yeah.
But we also know you left. Now that van, is that your van?
No, that's my neighbor's.
Your neighbor's van?
Oh, the guy I was staying at?
Okay, so this, where did you go? Which place where did the police get you? Was that on Eastman? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Is that where you live?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm staying there right now.
Okay, is that your apartment?
No,
No. Whose apartment is it?
that man.
And who is that man?
Got Thomas.
Scott?
Thomas.
Okay. So, that's his van?
Yes.
Okay. And so, did you leave from Shad's house and go to Scott's house sometime today?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they found part of Shad at his house, his mom's house. Found his head. Where's the rest of his body?
It's there, inside his house.
It is in the house?
It's inside his house.
Okay. Can you tell me what happened?
It's a good question because I blacked out during that time. But I need time to think.
No problem. Take your time, have some water. Do you think the body is still there?
I don't see why not. Unless it's just up and move. Which it could have, you know.
Where do you think the body would be?
I was right there by the bed.
Lying in bed, you think?
Yeah, I was cuddling it by the bed.
You were what?
I was cuddling it by the bed.
You were cuddling the body with it by then? Oh, okay. Was it just you and Chad down in the basement?
Yeah.
Was anybody else down there at any point in time? When do you think you went to Chad's house?
Shit. What was it, like 2 days ago?
Okay. Did you stay there the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You start to remember now what happened with Chad? A little bit, what do you remember so far?
Shit. Oh, I don't know, there's this chain thing, right? And then, yeah, like I was playing around with it.
Okay.
And like we were smoking the bitch, right?
Okay.
And then, I'm terrible at explaining things, so, let's see here. And then, here comes the chain, right? And then he put it around his neck while we were like playing around and shit. And
I
then,
feel bad doing this on Hannah, so I might have to do this on a actual live with her stuff. Because why am I feeling bad making it? I mean, I guess I could change the title to both, but I kind of want to do it separate because I want to work on getting in that a jail call out for you guys because I know there's people that are anxious to do that. I know I'm trying to think of how to space this out because I want to do the poll one too. I am gonna be having some of this case coming up actually when I get something else on the case, but I'm trying to think on to familiarize the people that are new to do like some stuff. I don't know if I could do 2 lives in one day. If I do like tomorrow, if I do Paul and her, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I think I am going to end this and then, because I want to do one just for her. You know what I'm saying? Am I making sense? Hold on a second. Let me see something. One second. I want to... But I do recommend... hold on. Let me share this again real quick. Because I feel like I go over a lot of... Dude, why is that? Oh, there we go. If you guys are interested, that live that I... Dang it, I just lost it. You know what? I'll share it in a community post in a little bit. All right, one second. Let me... Yeah, that's what I'll do. Either tomorrow or I don't know. I know I want to do the Paul things too, but I'll figure it out. I'll just keep this since it's already going on 3 hours and then we'll do it separate. Because I want people to, the people that actually were interested in this case could not feel too overwhelmed that it's like 5 hours. So if I end it now, it's already almost 3.5 hours. All right. I'll definitely see you tomorrow. We'll be doing something. It sucks because Saturday I have to go to Columbus. So maybe I could space it, do it one tomorrow and one Sunday or something. Because I'll be back Sunday. Well, I don't know what time Sunday, because my niece's birthday party. It's in Columbus, so. But all right, guys, yeah. I'll definitely see you tomorrow, and then hopefully I'm gonna work on something tonight. But sorry, I feel like I was a little off today. I just was all. I feel like I was scattered. I was so excited about sharing this information, and I feel like I just kind of didn't do a very good job at it for some reason. Dang it. It's the only risk with lives, you can't rewind them or take it back. Like if you screw up on how you do it, it's like, dang it, that was all over the place. But oh well. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye. This nail is driving me nuts. I gotta cut my nail.